No.
Alright, there we go. Welcome back to another game of Skyfall 5e. How was the week, guys? It's good, I hope?
My dice are large.
He's not wrong. The dice are large.
Oh no, nothing happened last week. I
Yeah.
went on a 15-game losing streak in Tekken the other day.
Sick. Alright.
See, I went on a 10-game winning streak in Rocket League.
Nice.
That's
Anything
great
else?
for you. Have you beaten Gem TD 14 times there, Baller?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes I just don't know. So, last session you guys got up into a little bit of trouble, and when making your way into Soulsland, had a little run-in with the Inquisition. And it wasn't too long before you found out that the assistant that you're after is also wanted by the Inquisition, and by bringing them some information, you've kind of unlocked some leads for them. Now, they've reconstructed the portal that you found in his little laboratory far, far east by Hillcrest, and you guys have gone through to find some sort of strange plane of existence. Samaria, as it's called, is not very well known, and from what you can see, there seem to be three major features to it: a city, a mountain range, and an orchard. You have gone to the city to meet with strange insectoid creatures, and
Terrible.
since turned away from them, and now have to decide what it is that you're gonna do. So, I hand the story back to you guys, standing there in the field outside of the city. What do you want to do?
I
thought we were
think
heading to the mountain range.
we, at the end of last session, we had traveled to the front of the mountain.
Ah, okay, you guys could travel over there. So,
See.
travel from one end of this realm to the other goes by incredibly fast, and it's almost like you kind of just look at where you want to go and think about it, and in a few steps you've traveled far further than you would think otherwise possible. As you guys get up here, you find yourselves standing at the base of a large and jagged looking mountain there with a couple more peaks behind it, and I'd like you all to make perception checks.
Wait. At the end of last session, weren't we like talking to the bug people about feeding them humans?
There might have been
did-
some stuff like
we,
that.
we dipped scene after that talk came up.
I've rolled a 1 that is unnatural.
Okay.
I've rolled a
You guys
3
can post
with
it in chat, by the
probably
way.
a 5.
Chat's up again. For when you guys do group rolls.
6. Nice. Big numbers.
Okay, I
You're just
see.
gonna carry us?
This is gonna be a rough session tonight.
Well, yeah, I don't... There we go. Yeah, we broke the 10s! If you add up all 3 of our rolls and compare them to Andrew's, we're only 1 greater.
When you guys get up to the mountain range, it seems more or less uninhabited. This area here is just like it's like a nature preserve kind of thing, where you can see these, beautiful trees in the distance, these huge fields of wheat and tall grass, the city over there, but there doesn't seem to be much living here.
Could I check for tracks around? The other party's been here, or if there's any tracks from Garen?
Sure, you could roll survival.
That would be a...
It's a 10. You can read that, Uchi.
It'd be a 14. I was checking my sheet. Can we please put the clown dice away?
You don't
Okay,
see anything
got you, Uchi.
as far as tracks go here.
The fuck? I don't even know what's happening. There's no tracks?
There's no tracks.
God.
It's like a bunch of Mexican junk beans.
Are there any signs of life on this mountain at all?
It doesn't look like it. One thing that you do notice is that it doesn't really have snow-capped peaks like some of the mountains back in Skyfall. Out here, there's a certain heat to the place, given the gigantic burning star right above you guys.
Doesn't look like anyone that's been here. Should we? I mean, I see absolutely nothing here. Do we travel to the forest?
We gotta find something to trade with the bugs, unless you want to give them your flesh. Oh wait, you don't have flesh. Oh shit. We ain't got nothing to trade them.
Well, I don't think Garen is in the city.
You never know.
Just eyeing up my body.
Which choice cuts are the best?
The metal or the metal?
I personally prefer this little wooden chunk by the pelvis. I think it's called the thigh, but they're kind of small and stubby.
It's like an inch of thigh. Leading to a little wheel.
Do we? I mean, doesn't seem like we'll get anywhere looking at these mountains. Unless he's at the top.
Now, you guys could wander into the mountains, start to climb, look for paths and things like that if you want. But it does seem that they're rather desolate.
I wonder if we went to the top of the mountains if we could see anything more than just a city and an orchard.
How tall does
This
it
is
look?
an entire realm, you know.
The mountain is, it's no Mount Everest or anything. It's... How tall is it? I don't know how I would put that into measurements. It's a fairly large mountain, but it's not like it's not hypermassive or anything. To get to the top, you'd probably need to climb for a day or two.
Oh.
I think we'll have more luck. Just search the forest for now. Maybe we come back to the mountain.
Alright. Might as well cover all our bases before we get desperate.
Okay. You
Yeah,
guys
go take
turn,
it.
and this time move towards the orchard. Once again, travel there happens in a split second, and the thought carries you to the edge of these trees quite easily. You see what looks like a very disorganized thing in front of you. The trees are all clearly the same. They're apple trees, varying sizes and whatnot, but they're all apple trees. And they don't appear to have been planted in organized rows. Instead, they kind of just grow all over the place. And the apple trees just extend further into that direction for seemingly forever.
Are there any apples?
Many of the trees have apples. There are some that don't have any, but most of them do.
Do they look ripe?
They do. Yeah, they're beautiful red apples, and they look like they're kind of at that point where you would pick them, you know?
Can I mage hand grab one?
Sure. One of the apples is plucked from the tree and hovers over to you in a spectral hand.
And I'll do the little polish thing, and I'll take a bite.
Sure. Can you go ahead and make for me a charisma saving throw, please?
I had a feeling. I was like, these aren't going to be normal apples.
In a realm?
Hey!
That-
That's a bad roll. That's a 5.
Nice. You're dead.
Okay. When you finish taking the bite of the apple, you feel a sense of contentedness and almost like a drowsy effect that comes over you. And you know that you don't feel normal. Though it's not an unpleasant kind of feeling.
Feel like I need a nap. I'll just
Well-
walk over to this tree, and
Nope,
I'll go
can't
sit
do
by
that
a
right
tree,
now.
and I'll fall asleep.
Sure. You sit by the tree and kind of, lay your head against it and fall asleep with remarkable ease. The partially eaten apple falls from Draken's hand and rolls to the ground.
Go up and slap his face.
You could. Wow.
I die.
Yeah, for real though.
Can I jiggle him?
Sure.
Do it.
Draken, you wake up to BP harassing you.
What is it, BP? I need 5 more years.
No time to sleep now. Gotta find Garen.
All right. I will stand up.
Is there any tracks
I'm
around?
able to stand up.
Oh god.
Make a survival check, please. And yes, you are. Though, once you're standing, you realize just how comfortable your position on the ground was.
15.
There are tracks here, and something has been wandering in between the different trees of the orchard. It's plain to see leaves that have been crumpled and twigs that have been snapped. Something is here.
Do they look human?
Oh, interesting. I would say with that check, what did you get?
15.
A 15? It doesn't look like boot marks, but you can't quite be sure. If you had to lean towards one or the other, you'd say it's probably not shoes that made these marks.
Well, something is here.
Do they look fresh? Or
It's tough to tell.
pick up some dirt and then wipe it where a mouth would be?
I have no idea. Well, do we want to explore the orchid? It seems like we might run into something.
Sure. Oh no, I could definitely use a nap. Jesus, I might need you to carry me.
Okay. I'll carry the old man.
Okay.
I'm on his back, just asleep,
Alright.
making strange noises.
I do believe that. I don't think Garen would lead to the orchid, but it's our only lead.
I wonder if this orchid's malevolent.
Now you guys travel in here, and are you like picking a direction or anything? You're just kind of blindly going in there?
I just want to keep looking for tracks, I guess. Like, tracks of the other group or tracks of human.
Ah, okay. Make a perception check, please.
Oh, that's a natty.
You guys get maybe 100 feet into the orchard, kind of looking around, trying to see if there's any tracks that are a little bit better preserved, when you notice something further down the way. It looks like there's a humanoid figure, and from this point here, you don't quite trust your instincts at first, BP. Taking an extra second to pause, looking at the thing, you then realize that it's no human at all, but it's actually some sort of creature made out of, like, wood and leaves.
Like a scarecrow?
Hmm.
Or like human walking around. I guess what's it doing?
It doesn't look quite like a scarecrow, but it seems to be tending to one of the trees and is, like, moving some of the branches around.
Oh, well, looks humanoid in shape, but not fleshy.
Does it look like a simulacrum?
Kind of. Although you don't see any, like, metallic parts on it.
Maybe he knows where Garen has been, or the other group.
Oh,
Shall we
have
talk
such
to
a
it?
comfortable back, Jesus.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to it.
What a gay boy.
We'll walk up to it.
Oh, sorry, I had to cough there. As you walk over towards the thing, it seems to notice you guys. Not that you're really much for subterfuge with the snoring old man and the creaky wheels of the robot approaching. The thing turns, and you see that it's quite lithe and almost looks a little bit elven in a way. And when you guys come up towards it, it just pauses what it's doing and stares at you.
Hello.
The thing looks and it says something to you, but I don't think that any of you guys are going to understand. Let me check.
If I wake up, I have a way. But I am asleep.
Nope. And yeah, nobody understands what this thing says when it turns to face you. It doesn't look like it's threatening or anything like that as it turns in your direction.
Does it have a face?
Yes, it looks like a human
Wait.
face, and from the way that like bits of bark and little like leaves and stuff form on its face, you can see like a mimicry of like a brow line and a nose and whatnot.
If you were to put a time on how long it's been since we talked to the bugs, like first encountered the bugs,
Yes.
about how long?
Maybe a few minutes ago.
I probably still have comprehend languages on. Last an hour.
Oh, I see. Okay. You understand what this thing says then, and when you guys approach, it turns to face you and says, "Hello." Uchi's instantly uncomfortable. It just
Does
just
it want
said
to
hello.
eat my flesh?
Just saying hi, BP. Can you hold me a little higher? You're not making a very good pillow.
How do we?
No.
I'll try to like really poorly do like hand gestures, like hand above eye as in looking, and then I point towards Jesse.
The thing turns to you and says, "Oh, I see." Though for the rest of you, you don't understand any of it. It reaches up and plucks an apple from the tree and wanders over and steps right up to you, Jesse, and holds out the apple. And Draken, you understand the thing when it says, "Here, have a bite."
They taste really good, Jesse.
All right. Guess I'm gonna die, I'll eat this.
Okay. I'd like you to make a charisma saving throw, please. I've given you a die specifically for the occasion.
I did not see that coming.
Who could have?
If a 5 was passing and like below a 5 kills you, that would be some shit.
What about a nat 1?
Okay. A pleasant feeling, a mild warmth and a drowsiness runs through your body there after you've taken a bite of the apple. The apple is quite good. And this creature here reaches its hand out and strokes across the side of your cheek, and you feel in no way alarmed by it. And then it turns to face you, BP, and kind of holds the apple outstretched in your direction.
I like point to my not mouth, and then like hand gesture no.
The thing seems curious and steps forward and like examines the side of your head and looks like it's reached a predicament.
My life existence is to feed people apples, but I found someone who cannot be fed.
It has no
What
mouth.
Error, wooden person.exe has stopped working.
Do we?
Woodbot. Fuck.
Do we know? Like, I don't know how to communicate with this, and I don't think it knows about Garen.
The thing turns to face you next, Jesus, and holds the apple out.
No thanks.
It pulls back the apple, holds it kind of like close to its chest there.
Oh.
Tastes really good. Doesn't it taste good, Jesse?
Yeah, it tastes fine to me.
I just want to curl up and fall asleep and never wake up.
Well, that doesn't sound normal.
The thing reaches forward and gives you a tap on your metallic body for a second there, BP, and then turns and walks away. And Draken, you understand it, is saying, goodbye.
I just
Well.
told you goodbye, BP.
Do we travel deeper into the orchid or look for Garen in the mountains?
Well,
Perhaps the bugs would accept a trade of these apples.
possible.
Can I tap him on the shoulder?
Oh, the creature as it goes to leave?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, it turns and looks at you.
Can I point towards the apples and then point towards my chest?
It looks at your chest and then turns back to you and says, what?
Can I go to pick an apple?
Sure.
Does it do anything?
No, just watches you.
I put the apple in my chest and then give like a thumbs up.
It nods to you, and though its face seems to have a limited amount of articulation, you sense like a sort of joy or happiness to it, and then it turns and walks away.
Oh. I like weird wood creature apple man.
Apple Bro, Catherine, we shall name him.
Apple Chad.
after our
I'll pick
main
like 2 more
retarded
apples.
robot from that one anime.
Sure, you can take 2 apples from the tree.
3 nice apples in my chest.
Okay.
Are we going back to the town or to look in the mountain?
If we go to the town and you offer them an apple, I feel like you're the only one who should go. They seemed like they rather liked human meat, and well, you're made of wood and metal.
So, do you guys want to look for the mountain, and then I'll go to the city?
I think we just hang back and watch you at the city from a safe distance.
Alright, we can try that. Nothing
And
could go
thus-
wrong.
And thus the party learned that taking 2 steps to get to the city makes it very hard to be within viewing distance of somebody. And 1 step equals a mile.
So you guys
I
headed
guess-
to the city now with your 3 apples?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't help but feel like this isn't gonna work.
I don't feel like they'd like the apples either, seeing as though they're 2 feet away.
You guys start
Maybe.
to walk away, and by the time that you get to the edge of the orchard, something odd happens. One of these creatures seems to step out of a nearby tree. Its leg just extends past the wood there, and the rest of its body then follows. It looks similar to the one that you've seen before, though it's definitely got more of like a feminine bend to it. And it approaches and speaks to you in some strange language that you don't understand. But Draken, you understand that it says "stay," and it reaches forward and grabs a hold of your arm.
My arm or who's
Yeah.
I'm currently on Jesus' back, so I'm like 6 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's still enough that it can grab a hold of you.
It's asking us to say. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's been a while since a female grabbed my arm. Conflicted feelings.
As
I
this
point-
happens, nearby from another tree, 2 creatures step out and grab a hold of you, Jesse, and say, "Stay." The creature's hands and their grasp feels comforting, almost. And same to you, Draken, despite your initial apprehension.
Oh no, my dear, we must be going. Jesus up too. Grab Jesse.
Yeah, we move on.
Okay. Jesse, I'd like a charisma saving throw, please.
I'm really good at this.
I feel like you're not.
I feel like
Oh!
I wanted it's a 16. I really wanted the natty one again.
You want to stay. And as the rest of the group goes to walk away and, Draken's arm is departed from this creature, you're there standing next to 2 of them. and you don't want to go. Now, how you want to convey that as your character is up to you, but you don't want to leave.
Like, my character really doesn't want to leave.
You really don't want to leave. You'd rather stay here, actually.
Guys, I don't know. I think we should stay here.
It is a lovely place, but we
I
have
will
things to be
grab
doing,
Jesse by his leg and begin to drag him with us.
Hey, these things are nice to us. Why are we leaving?
You gotta go
Well,
find
if-
Garen.
Jesse, if you were required to stay just because someone was nice to you, would you have ever left Hillcrest?
But nobody was nice to me in Hillcrest.
Right?
Oh, the feels!
BP, do you take offense to that?
Arguable.
Maybe if you didn't steal so much.
Jesse, we do have to get going now. We have a mission.
We have something need doing.
We do? What were we even doing? I mean, we came here looking for something nice, and we found something nice here.
We were looking for something not nice. That's why we came here.
Looking for Garen.
Oh boy, I see where this is going.
That's about all I got.
Can I like?
I would like to slip off of Jesus' back and hope to God that this works. And I'm not also going to have to cast this on myself. I'll walk over to Jesse and cast protection from evil and good on him.
Ooh.
Jesse, the moment that Draken casts a spell on you, you're not entirely sure what the spell is or anything, but his touch sends this magical pulse through you, and instantly this fog is lifted from your mind, and you feel like you can think cognizantly again, and you have no idea why you wanted to stay here. The two creatures behind you are still kind of holding on to you. Like, one of them has like its arm draped over your chest, and the other one's like grabbing a hold of your clothes.
If you'll all excuse me, I must take my leave.
See, now you make sense. Alright, we can go to the city quickly.
Oh, but I feel really drowsy all of a sudden. Jesus! I don't know if I can will my legs to leave on my own.
Do you step away from the creatures, Jesse?
Swing him like a sack of
Yes.
potatoes.
I make an
Well,
effort to break and leave.
Make
Also,
a
yeah.
athletics check or acrobatics check, please.
Ooh, I'm good at this.
Athletics, right?
Not one, please.
Woo!
It is
Quite
a
not in that one.
23.
The creatures don't seem intent on letting go of you, though you're squirmy enough that you're able to step away from them, and when you do, they look to you and let out a shrill cry, and their hands change from being like these slender wooden figures to being like huge claws, and you watch as their faces peel back, and you see what looks like a kind of like a warbling mass of vines inside that are flailing around as this scream goes out. I need everyone to please roll initiative.
Jesus Christ, I don't
How
like
nice.
that. What a nice summer world it is.
The things are gone. They're there.
Oh, I didn't roll very good.
I rolled very good, fuck you.
Just go before. Actually, go use. Alright, did you get a 20 or 19?
I got a 19.
You should let me grade first.
BP, it's your turn.
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, wait, what? Whose turn is first?
We both
got
had
a
19s.
Oh, it's your
I
call.
wanted to go first.
Go for
You
it.
want to roll dice?
Sure.
I think it's OP if Jacob goes first. So roll on it.
You could just decide.
That's not a D20. What the fuck?
You need your clown dice.
Up your dice scale, bro.
I got a 13.
13. I got 17. Alright, I'm going first.
Alright, he's going first. You mean it's OP if I go first? Rude.
I don't know. Start combat. Everybody is OP now. All right, pass the turn.
I mean, that's the point of my character, though.
Yeah,
All right,
what
pass
does he do though?
So
He does. I'll go over here. Do they all look the same? Do they all have weird claws?
Yes.
All right.
I like how we just casually traded fucking his image out.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
I think it looks good.
I think my character bastardized.
There you go.
Where is it?
I'll cast the Hunter's Ire on the,
Okay.
and then I'll go to shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish my dice weren't so clown.
But they roll so well.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Look,
they do.
You can't argue with results.
11.
You still hit.
Oh. This. Oh no, we roll.
Oh no.
I still can't find which die is which.
Oh.
Oh.
Aw.
See the suspense.
13 damage at it. At this one.
The one close to Jesse here?
Yeah.
Okay. A bunch of bark goes, like, exploding out of the back of it, and a bunch of green goo as well sort of falls out and just covers the floor of the orchard back here.
Gross.
But it's still alive, even with a gaping hole in its chest.
That's the end of me.
Okay. Looks like you're up next, Draken. What do you want to do?
I'm going to cast Blast on the bark.
Okay. Blame it
And
all
that
on
is my-
Jesus.
That is my action. I'm going to do the runaway attack.
Hmm.
6, because I'm not a dwarf anymore. Sick.
Okay. And after that, Jesse, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Is Jesus next? He is next. So he can come help me here. About how far away are these things from me?
How far
About
away?
10 feet. 10 feet, okay.
Yeah, this one's 5 feet away, and this one is 20-ish.
Let's see. I will move one space this way and attack this creature in front of me.
Okay. What the fuck was that? Oh,
17.
ooh, you hit.
Sorry, trying to find the thing. Is the first one for 6 damage?
No modifiers?
I don't think so. Let me see. Unless I'm just forgetting something.
Is that
Oh.
your regular hand attack?
Yeah, that's like just my main hand.
Then
Then
you
I would
should
do
have
the offhand
dexterity
next.
added to it.
Oh, the dexterity bonus. Okay. Wait. Oh, it's a 9.
9? Okay. You kill this creature with that first hit then. Slashing across it, you break through, and its neck comes apart into a bunch of pieces of bark and falls to the ground.
Is this the one Uchi shot?
Yes.
I will then move another space and swing with the other sword at it. This one in front of me.
Okay.
16.
That hits.
So this one doesn't have the modifier, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the offhand one doesn't.
4.
4, okay. Alright, is that your turn?
That'll be it for me.
Okay. Jesus, you're up.
Okay, let's I still have no idea what to do.
Let's see what our Luchador Gone Tree Hugger does.
Please
See
help
what
me.
he's become.
Please help me.
Just a frail, skinny kid. I don't want to be on the front line.
But you want to stay here. These are your friends.
I mean, I just wanted that tree pussy.
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh my god.
I love giving wood to wood.
Let's see.
Think it's smooth, or do you think it's splinter?
The answer may surprise you.
Alright, let's come over here.
He speaks from experience.
And we will do
You
a...
never walked up to a tree and just fucked the hole in it?
No!
It's like nature's glory hole.
And then it gets attacked by a colony of fire ants.
It just adds the burning sensation.
Do you have burning sensation when you have sex, Jacob?
let's just go ahead and
No,
make
but
some
I imagine
attacks
it would
on
hurt
this
quite a bit
Sure.
to be fucking a tree.
with the sickles.
Okay.
So primary. Woof. A 14.
That hits.
Alright. Good old D4.
They kind of roll if you make them big, which is cool.
Yeah, that is nice. For 3 plus 3 for 6 damage.
Okay. It's still alive.
And then offhand. Do you add anything for hits?
Not for
Do you add
the...
anything, period, for the offhand?
you still add everything that you would to hit, but not to
But not
damage.
for damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that will
does
still
it
hit.
20 hits? Okay, so 20 hits, but then this is just the D4. 2 damage.
So 2 more damage, okay. So you slash at this thing, breaking pieces off of it and sending goo onto the ground there, but it's still alive.
And that is my turn.
Okay. I'd like somebody to roll luck, please.
Wow, so many people were just
Oh,
ready for that.
8.
It's not the luckiest.
He wanted to be a 20.
Let's see what you get. Where's my die? Yeah, that's the one.
Suddenly 200 trees come out. Right behind you, Greg.
You know that Lord of the Rings scene with all the ends? That's what's about to happen to us.
It just slaps us into oblivion.
No, more like they just trample us to death.
Okay.
Not that big.
Stepping out of one of the nearby trees, another one of these creatures comes out, and then over here, another one. And on their turn... Jesse, I need a charisma saving throw from you, please.
I'm really good at these.
Oh wait, sorry, you still have protection from good and evil on you, right?
Yes.
How long does that last?
Checking.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
If it hasn't been 2 minutes, I mean,
Actually, hold up. It's broken because I cast Bless.
Ah, okay. Jesse, you are charmed, and the magical protection that had been put on you earlier seems to have faded as Drakens cast a different spell, and as one of these creatures comes out, it sort of beckons you over towards it, and you lose your turn and freeze in place.
that's negative.
As for you, Draken, I also need a charisma saving throw, as this creature does the same to you.
Interesting. It'll be fine. That's a 16.
Okay. You also fail,
Fuck.
and have lost your turn.
Do I lose concentration because of that or no?
I would say that the concentration probably continues. You're just frozen in place. Not like an actual stun, you just choose not to really do anything. And over here, let's see. This creature will probably pick you up, Jesse, and move you. And, let's see. Drag you over here. And this one here will attack you. Or maybe cast a spell.
Options, choices.
Decisions. But I want it all.
I need from Ooch. Yep, charge it up. Get it ready. There it
What do we need?
is. I need from you a strength saving throw, please, Uchi.
Oh. Oh.
At least it's not a dexterity.
15.
15. Okay.
The fuck? You have a +2 to strength?
Saving throws or just get the thingy.
You pass, but this area here, this square, is now covered with vines that grow out of the ground and start grasping at everything. I need a strength saving throw from you as well, Jesus.
You also still bless, so in case you fail.
Oh, yeah.
Which you might need here.
Coming out of that with a 11.
Oh shit. Okay, so you are restrained right now by these vines. They've grabbed a hold of you. You can still make attacks and things, but you can't move until you break out of the grapple. You can attempt to break out of the grapple as an action, if you so desire. But you are currently stuck in place. And after that, that creature's turn is over. Roll initiative.
Which one did that?
The one next to Jesus. And I got the exact same initiative. Clown dice.
Will I even roll initiative since I don't have a turn?
You can still roll it.
Roll to break.
You can roll to see where you want to take your nap. It might be relevant. Maybe someone will free you or something.
Wait, why was I moved all the way down here? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I thought that was my...
Just like, wait a minute.
So, Draken, it looks like you're first, but you failed, so your turn goes by. Nothing happens. And Jesus, you're up.
Wow, okay. Alright, well I'll make an attack with the primary sickle scythe, whatever.
Oh my god.
You can add a d4. Remember. The blessings. They actually do roll. What the fuck?
Right? Physics engine's broken.
Were we gonna count that as a 2 because it landed on the edge?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Can't be
12?
janked by any random shit because they're
12
so
hits.
large.
Just you watched it.
7 damage.
Okay. Creature's still alive as you slash it.
Okay, we'll make a slash with the offhand.
Oh, it wanted to be a 1.
Lucky.
That'll
Not
hit.
today! Finger guns.
Nice.
For 4 more damage.
4 slices with the sickles, you break pieces off, and bit by bit eventually get to a point where it's just like a few twigs holding it together, and then with one more swipe, it all cuts in half and falls to the ground. The spell holding you there seems to disappear, and as this thing dies and falls to the ground, all the vines recede into the earth. So you are not restrained.
I'll make this movement and end my turn.
Okay. After that, it's your turn, BP.
Did I see which one of these two casted the charm on Jesse?
It looks like it was this one here. Yeah, they look noticeably different because they have not transformed into that sort of horrid-looking version of themselves.
Oh, they're like normal-esque?
Yeah, they look like when you talked to them before.
Oh, do they look malicious right now, I guess?
No, not really. It seems like it's concentrating on something related to Jesse and is, like, staring at him. But other than that, no, they don't have weapons or anything. They're not calling you bad names.
I'll lay my hand on him and cast Protection from Good and Evil.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck, nigga?
Would we both have this ability?
Poop.
Jesse, suddenly it lifts again, and you've experienced this twice in short succession, what it's like to be caught by some sort of magical charm and then brought back to your regular senses.
I'll say to them,
We have to go now. Thank you.
This creature right here rees and like pulls apart into all the vines and everything.
oh. Okay, so then, do I still have a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast, it's not called Hunter's Eye, Hunter's Sense on this one.
What does that do? Oh, it gives
That's
you
like the
detection
Hunter's
for, Oh, it's Hunter's Mark.
basically, it's Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
but it's a part of my class.
Okay. And after that, it is their turn. I'd like somebody to roll luck, please.
Jacob, you're fired. I'm rolling.
I'm so glad you fired me.
Wow. So the boards come together and we've decided to overrule your decision. Sorry.
We thought you were great at what you did, but maybe not right now for this company.
You're just not Steve Jobs. Oh, God.
Okay, hi. how you doing?
Holy shit!
Okay. Let's see here. This one's going to continue dragging you, Jesse. Take you a little bit further. 1, 2, 3. And...
Even though I'm.
Yep. You can try and break free of his grasp, though, when your turn starts, which is coming right after them. And this one here is not pleased about what you've done there, BP, and grabs a branch from the orchard here, and then steps forward and goes to club you with it.
Please stop.
And,
Just went and grabbed my brother's arm. That, he was like,
That's how you know
"Mango,"
you're
and
mad.
picked it up.
does a 19 hit.
Yes.
You take take 10 damage.
What?
You are you are
2 to 10.
bonked by the by this club here, and you take 10 damage.
Nature.
Nature.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Feel No Pain.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Also, you need to roll concentration.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh,
That's-
see if Jesse falls back into his La La Land.
Please don't let me get fucked to death.
You wouldn't give the wood. Now you're
What?
going
What?
to take
It's
the
like
wood.
a con check, yeah.
Yeah, 10. You have to get 10 or higher.
Interesting roll.
Oh!
You're not charmed yet, but Jesse, you feel as your protection leaves you, and suddenly feel a little vulnerable.
My mind is just all kinds of fucked up. There's
Yeah,
so much
you don't know
going
what
on.
to think.
I took this drug, then I took the cure, then I took this drug, then I took the cure. Now I'm back on.
Over here, this one's going to attack you, Jesus, and it will swing with its claws there. Does an 11 hit.
It does not.
Okay, so that one misses. And that's their turn. Jesse, it's your turn. You are currently restrained. You're held by this thing and it's dragging you, albeit slowly. You can try to break out if you want as an action, and it'll be either athletics or acrobatics to do so.
Oh, I'm good at this.
Okay. The creature rolls a natural 20, so...
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
Hey, you are stuck. You still have your bonus action if you have anything to do
Can
with
I
it.
try again?
You try again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody roll luck here. If it's a 10 or higher, we'll let Jesse roll again because he's all sorts of fucked up.
He has like a disengage property, you know?
Good luck,
Maybe.
boyo.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Give it another try. Using your bonus action to break out. The creature
Oh!
rolled a 16. What do you
I
got?
rolled a 23.
Oh, sick. Okay, so you have broken out now. You do have your movement.
Run!
I'll move here as to help BP on his defense.
Okay.
Am I allowed to
everybody,
shout something at him as he finished moving?
for sure.
Moving near the tree is a bad idea.
That's a good point.
No, that was when you. Alright.
Everybody roll initiative. Oh, I rolled a nat 20 again. Hell yeah.
Stop.
Motherfuck Uchi.
What an interesting turn of events.
I love the fucking Clown Dice Brigade.
I like how they're not the same size.
Yes!
I feel like I put mine in the drawer and then Lucian just kept making it larger every time he took it back out.
No, I accidentally made that one a bit big, but it's fine.
Oh,
You have-
it's
you
a
have-
bit big.
It's because you have plenty of board real estate over here, so I could do that. See, I wanted to make Uchi's bigger, but I couldn't, you know, and same with Bali. They were running out of table. So it looks like I'm going first here. Would anybody like to roll luck?
Yeah, I'm like a pretty lucky dude. That's
Okay.
like kind of why I was hired.
Uchi, the company has decided
Ah!
to release you.
Sorry. Yeah, it's 4.
Okay.
You fucked us all, Uchi. You ready for this shit, dude? Every tree. Here they come.
So there's
Here
one.
they
there,
come.
One
Believe
there.
that we
One
could
there,
run.
One there, one there.
Okay. So now it's these creatures' turns, and those will run there. 1, 2,
So you should have
3,
scale in the dice.
5, 6.
You can. So Lucian's
Only he
locked in.
can.
Aw.
Let's see. 1.
I tried to
2,
change mine back.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So a few attacks coming out. And let's see here.
Nature.
2 attacks on you there, BP.
A tree killed
Does a 15 hit?
tree.
Right.
Right?
It does.
It does, okay. You are clubbed for 4 damage.
Oh.
And over
Nature.
here, Jesse, you are attacked by one of them. And you are clubbed. Does an 11 hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. An attack on Draken.
But I'm currently charmed. Does that mean it's a crit?
Oh, I see.
Whatever.
You're still charmed. No, this one's going to grapple you and drag you away.
Sick. I wasn't dodging that attack, so it's fine.
And then 2 attacks on you, Jesus. Does a... That's a definite miss. Does a 20 unnatural hit?
No.
You are hit with a club for... Wait, what?
Of course it is. Yes.
You are hit with a club for 3 damage.
Okay.
I like how he said it doesn't. Illusion continued on to
Yeah.
do damage for the attack.
I had
I'm
a-
the first one to wonder how a 20 misses.
I had an aneurysm there. Jesus, it looks like it's your turn first. What do you want to do?
EP
Well,
believes
I
that we
took
can
3
all
damage. I'm
away.
at 3 health. Oy vey.
I'm still fucking stunned.
Christ.
Hell yeah. Level up.
I will
Bubble
disengage.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much level up's Tinder. Now, what is can I just grab him, or like how does this work? I don't think I've ever been in an interaction where a player is grappled by an NPC.
Oh, and you want to
Another
just
player
yank him
wants
from
to-
him?
I just want to pick Draken up and then action surge and get the fuck out of this forest.
I think that you could definitely do that. It'll be a contested strength check between you and the creature.
Just pick the tree up with you.
So make a
Yeah,
strength check.
can I just like take everybody and go?
Potentially. It rolled pretty high though. It's got a 17.
Ooh. I have an 18.
You also.
Wait, oh, a strength check?
Yeah, strength check.
Oh,
Can you add
not
plus to that?
athletics?
Oh yeah, Bless is still running, right?
Yeah.
Roll the d4 and see if it makes up the difference, because otherwise he's stuck.
Ooh, that might be enough. What I rolled, 16. $19. Hey, let's go.
So you rip Draken from this creature's arms, the thing screams at you, and then you turn to leave. And while you're holding Draken, I'll say that you can probably move at probably like 20 feet instead of your regular 30. So I don't know how much you've already used, but
How much carrying capacity do you have? Question mark. How much can you carry? Just want to clarify on this.
Like a lot, I thought.
Yeah, he's a Goliath, so like he can carry a shit ton. I'm a frail old man, only carrying 48 pounds.
yeah, so you weigh like 140, but I don't think
Yeah,
that he
so-
can carry an extra 140 pounds. If you can, then yeah, there's no movement penalty to you at all.
No, that's... Well... I mean, I don't... Since I dropped the splint mail, I actually have, like, no weight on my character.
Okay, I'll say you can move full, given that your gear is totally different here. So you moved 2 squares, I think, to where you are now?
Yeah.
So you still have 4 squares left. And
Okay.
Draken will stay right where he is as you move both of you.
Did that consume my action surge?
That took an action to grab him, yes.
So he'll
So,
have his.
yeah, you did have to action surge because you disengaged.
Well, let's hope this works, I guess.
Okay. And that's your turn. Jesse, you are up.
I will attack the creature right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You hear from the edge of the forest. Run, fool.
Boy.
Oh.
No.
Feels low.
It feels
You can add a D4 to that.
4. So it's a 10.
Plus the other shit.
The other shit.
Dex.
Dex and your proficient.
Oh. And proficiency? So like a fucking 16.
Okay.
I think it's. No,
Is it
okay.
six- how
I
much
think it
dex-
should be 15.
How much is your Dex mod? It should only be 3. Unless you.
Yeah, 3 and proficiency.
Proficiencies too? Yeah, okay.
Excuse.
So you would definitely hit on that.
Alright.
Right.
9.
9. Okay. The creature is still alive. Is that your
I
turn?
will swing again.
Okay.
You can add a D4 to this one too.
Mm. Mm.
We'll guess
Kenny.
at that.
I mean, if they only had an AC of 10 and he rolled. No, it's.
You miss. Is that your
Natural
turn,
one.
Jesse?
I will move.
He
Like
will
so.
opportunity attack you.
Totally table talk for future reference. Rogues have the awesome thing of using disengage as a bonus action, which then allows you to dash as an action.
It's
Oh,
true.
wait.
You can disengage for free, not get an opportunity attack, and then do double your movement in one turn.
Okay.
So you get swung at. Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, so that guy misses as you move away.
Slippery boy.
And
Also, super fun tech. You can triple dash as a rogue.
BP, it's your
Triples the
turn.
movement. Or double dash, rather. Not triple dash. That's my
I will
fucking
pop-
weird-ass cat.
I'll pop Zephyr Strike. Take
Okay.
the not opportunity attacks. 1, How much is 40? 40 would be 8 spaces, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll end. I don't like any of these here instead.
Okay. Are you making your Zephyr shot?
Oh, I can dash. Yeah, let's dash. So 6. Or wait, no, is the 40 doubled or is the 30 doubled?
The 30 is doubled.
Okay.
It's always the base that's doubled.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Well,
Don't worry about
somebody
me,
is.
guys.
This is that Dota moment where it's like, you've been chosen, you've been chosen, you're chosen.
You've been chosen.
Alright, BP, it's your turn. Draken, it's your turn. However, I do believe you are still charmed.
Mhm.
So, your turn is hanging in the balance here. You need to make a charisma saving throw at the beginning of your turn to see if you can go.
No.
And no. Okay, so you lost your turn there. Everyone roll initiative.
Did I
Hey,
not
get high, Jesse.
Did I not get to make one last time? Because I didn't make one my last turn.
Yeah, because you were still charmed.
Oh,
Ah.
On the first turn of it, then you're just stuck. I didn't roll as well.
nice job, guys.
I can't move my character. Get away. Oh, fucking...
Requesting
You
assistance.
want to go first? You can go first, Jesse.
Just
Okay.
piece the fuck out.
It looks like you're going first, BP. What do you want to do?
Get this.
You have... So, Andrew, you can use your action to dash, and then you can use your bonus action to dash. So instead of 30 movement, you can get 90 movement. You can
Sure.
piece the fuck out.
I believe you. I just need to be able to do it.
Do I
believe you.
remember which one's charming, Draken?
Yeah, one of the ones over here looks normal. You see it's this guy back here.
We'll put the bonus action Hunter's Mark on him.
Mm-hmm.
So the like Hunter's Sense one. And then we'll take the super shot on him.
Okay.
Zephyr.
You still have less.
Oh. So all dice are doubled?
Yes, all damage dice are doubled. Do you need more dice?
Need more combos.
I need another D8. Nope, I got it all.
Here we go, boys.
I'll steer some crit known to mankind.
Holy shit. Okay, there's a 1. Holy fuck! 6, 12, 20, 27, 36, 37, 40 damage.
You must have hit just the right spot because this creature's head explodes into fragments that fly everywhere, and its body takes like one step forward and then just falls to the ground.
Was the tree behind it dead too?
And Draken, you are no longer charmed.
I don't have... Where am I?
That one took so much damage, you died, Dragon.
Yeah, it like carried over through the fucking whole person.
Is that your turn, BP?
For my movement, I'll move more.
Okay. I'd like you to also make a perception check, please.
No! That is a 10.
You're not entirely sure how, but you feel strange. Jesse, it's your turn.
What?
I will do the flee move, so I will dash. like that.
Okay.
You can move another 9.
If he
Then I
double
will,
dashes.
and then I will flee more.
I will flee, and then I will flee again.
Okay.
Like
Jesus. Jesus, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I wanna run, bitch.
Oh, man.
I wanna run, bitch.
Wait, everyone say it. Everyone say it.
Run.
Run.
Wait, is Draken all fucked up next to me?
No, he looks like he's coming out of some sort of weird state.
Okay, well I'm gonna pick him up anyways and be going.
Okay. You guys
I
turn
thought it
to
was already
go.
in your arms.
And
Just imagine you'd
I,
pick
yeah, I
me up.
guess technically I guess I went to put him down after I stopped running.
Draken, it's your turn. What do you want to do while you're being carried here?
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, you've been hurt. I would like to cast healing, not healing, or cure wounds on Jesus.
Okay.
So
Can you
D8
roll
plus
that
my
heal?
spellcasting.
And then Draken will pick up Jesus and run.
It's the ultimate
He
type.
knows this so well.
The 4 plus my wisdom, so 7? 7. 7 health points.
You heal 7. After that, it's the creature's turn, and you guys watch as they walk up towards the edge of the orchards there, and then stop there. And one of them steps forward like it's about to step out into the light of the sun, and then seemingly like it looks like it bursts into flames almost, and then steps back under the orchard where the flames then go out. And you guys are no longer in combat.
And this is where we camp them from outside the forest.
Did
Shooting
somebody say XP farm?
The creatures
Oh.
seem to change, and they go back to their previous form, looking a lot like just normal people. And they watch you as you guys, like, run away from them, and gradually they step back into the trees and disappear.
at them.
So,
Oh, PP, that apple seems more valuable now that we've realized you can't really leave the woods with it.
oh, true. Do we want to barter first or explore the mountains first?
How
I
are you
kind of.
feeling, Jesus? You look still a bit injured.
I'm fine. Wait, how much health did you give me? I'm sorry.
7.
7? Oh. Shit, nigga.
Whoa! Sorry, Twitch! No, it's fine. I've been paid. I don't care.
I'm black.
Wait, no, I haven't yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I haven't been paid yet. No, no, sorry. So, I'm still very sorry, Twitch.
Nah, Twitch, it's fine, fam. We black
Sincerely,
over here.
from the bottom of my heart.
In the bottom of my wallet, I am so sorry, Twitch.
I don't know what got into him. You just said it out of nowhere.
Jesus.
I'm black.
You've changed, Bond. They're not gonna
Can't
believe
you say
that.
that about people?
Can't just
man?
change my race, dude. Sorry that my culture offends TOS, Twitch.
Okay.
So you guys leave the orchard.
I
Seamless.
I think we should explore mountains more in depth rather than city. But
I would agree. We can go to the mountain. There's gotta be something there. There's something in the orchard. Really tasty apples. There's bugs in the city. Why, there has to be something in the mountain.
Well, exploring the mountain will take time. Bartering, we may fail, but I still lean towards mountain.
Jesse, you
Yes?
hear something strange, like a mild sort of scraping noise, and realize that it's coming from BP.
Like inside of him?
Yeah, kind of. It's muffled.
Hey, BP.
Hello,
Stand-
Jesse.
Stand like 10 feet away from us and open your refrigerator door.
I'll stand 10 feet away and open my door.
When you open the door, a mass of like writhing green tentacles that look like all these animate vines come tumbling out along with what other equipment you have in there, and they fall out onto the ground in front of you and squirm around inside of you like a mass of worms.
Oh, God.
Oh, the
Oh
apples.
God. Oh, Satan.
When they fall onto the ground and land into the sunlight, they spontaneously burst into flame and start writhing around on fire before eventually just burning away into dust.
Are my other items okay?
Do you have anything flammable?
Multiple. Can I try, like, getting them off or out?
Yeah, you can make a dexterity check to see if you can save them.
Is this at advantage? I mean disadvantage? Because of my body?
Sure, yeah, you're fumbling around.
Why would you convince the DM to let you roll work?
No, because
No, it's
that's
called
just like
being
a
a
part
good
of my
person.
default, like, state.
Well, you got pretty good.
Not a
Hey!
good Josh.
Okay, you save your items. You know, the rope doesn't go into flame and the paper seems to have survived and everything.
I just care about the book.
Okay.
A super
nice.
special book that's soggy is perfectly fine.
This book has been through hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
And back to hell.
The creatures
And
writhe
back
around,
again.
and you push one or two of the stray ones still inside of you onto the ground, where it then bursts into fire.
Were they cute?
No, it's like a mass of writhing worms. If you find that cute, then yeah, sure.
Well,
Absolutely adorbs.
I feel like, well, Jesse, we have that in our stomachs. I don't feel so good. I start to disintegrate.
God damn it.
Can I, like...
God
Alright,
damn
Peter.
it. I hate you so much. That was so bad.
That was so good, though.
Upon seeing this, I will force myself to vomit to get this out of my system.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you just start fucking throwing up all over the place.
Like a 14-year-old girl in high school.
How about you, Draken?
Does
I look-
anything
I look at him and
Catch
say,
fire
I
that
might
comes out of
recommend
it.
it.
does anything out of his vomit catch on fire?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Ah,
Either your theory is wrong or the damage is done.
I'm currently riding on Jesus. That'd be really rude to throw up right now. I'll do it later.
We have nothing straight to this.
I look at him in the face and say, I might recommend it. Did you just see that?
Maybe.
Yes,
Yeah,
you-
I'll climb off Jesus and go over to a tree somewhere.
Go back to the
tree?
orchid.
I'll go back to the orchard.
No!
They never saw him again.
Are you sure, guys? These apples are tasty.
Yeah, I'll go through it.
Okay. With the taste of vomit in the the mouth of the two humans here, you guys return and have certainly been through some trials.
We have nothing to trade to the city now. We shall go to the mountains and explore.
Sounds
To the
about
mountains.
Okay. You guys turn and cross the field in a matter of seconds, getting back up to the mountains once again.
I guess we'll just start, like, if there's no tracks, do I have to make another survival check?
Sure. You can make another survival check. You guys getting into the mountains.
16.
Okay. Instead of just standing away from them, you guys start to make your way through the rocks and start to look around, and you find that there does appear to be some life here. And in between parts of rock which aren't exposed to the sun, you see what looks like little bits of lichen, like some moss growing and whatnot. And you also see that it looks like there's a hoof mark in one of the little patches of moss there. Like something's been through here.
No human tracks?
Doesn't look like it.
Do you point this out to me, Uchi?
Yes, I point out to everybody.
Animal. Perhaps we could trade its flesh to the bugs.
Good idea. Good idea.
How does the track look fresh?
Yeah, it does.
We'll follow it.
Okay. You guys go wandering off, and as you're stepping in between little bits of the mountain pass there, you're interrupted by what sounds like a goat far off in the distance. And when you guys look up, seeing like 3 stories up, maybe 100 feet away, there's a singular goat there that's standing on a little ledge of rock there that's looking at you guys.
Is just hanging out. Oh, is it like one of those like goats that are like on its side somehow on a mountain?
On its side?
Yeah, like those mountain goats are like they like defy gravity. Looks
Oh,
like.
yeah. It's just hanging out on, like, the smallest ledge sort of thing.
Give me a moment. I'll land the shot.
I'll prepare a shot as well.
I'd like somebody to roll luck, please.
I do believe it's my turn. It's come full circle.
I thought you were
that
fired.
doesn't mean that you need to fucking roll, though.
Oh,
It's not
It's
the worst.
Fine. It's
Okay.
11. I was fired, but then Andrew was fired from his firing, so I was rehired.
take the shot, Uchi.
That's not how that works.
That's what happened with Steve
Can
Jobs.
I try and take a shot immediately after Uchi?
Sure.
It'll be at
Can I
disadvantage.
Hunter's whatever first?
Sure.
Holy shit. Mine's a 1.
You fire your gun there, and when you do, you accidentally slip a little bit on a bit of uneven ground, causing your shot to miss, and instead you strike the rock wall there, causing little pieces of rock to fly off, and the sound of a gunshot goes echoing throughout the mountains and everything. And, Jesus, if you want to make... Oh, you got advantage over there? What's going on?
No, I have disadvantage.
Ah,
So we made it to the mountains in a matter of seconds. Do I still have bless?
That is, how long
Yes.
did that fight last and everything?
Well, I didn't roll at all.
well, wait, you guys had your little vomit sesh. How long does Bless last?
1 minute.
You don't have Bless.
Okay, that
So-
is a. Bows have to use Dex, right?
Yes.
Okay, so a 14.
You do hit. Roll damage.
Boy. Damage also adds Dex.
Yes.
Alright.
8 damage.
Okay. You fire an arrow, and the creature immediately, leaps up, turns to run after BP has missed his shot. But your arrow strikes into the backside of it, and it takes this and then goes leaping around the side, disappearing. So it leaves kind of like a trail of blood behind it. But before you guys can really think about going after the thing, you hear what sounds like a huge, triumphant roar from further up the mountain.
Triumphant?
Yeah. It's very loud, and
Okay.
Human in nature or bestial?
it's definitely bestial. You can make a nature roll if anyone has proficiency.
I think I do. I do. $11.
11.
11.
11.
11.
Baloney.
You're not sure what creature it is. You can rule out, it's definitely not, a bird screech or a bear. It's tough to pick out. But whatever it is, it sounds very bassy and is likely very large.
Moo.
Did you just ooh-woo?
No, I said
No, you
moo.
wouldn't do.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, Lucian, what's wrong with you? Who even thinks of that shit, dude?
Well, if you guys are making weird noises, I assume that it's a fucking ooh-woo that came out of Jacob.
Yeah, from over the mountain you hear bestial roar. Hello.
Bestial ooh-woo.
Hello. RXD, woo.
You climbing the
Nuzzles
mountain.
your nuzzles.
Yeah, Win.
And then with that, we take a 5-minute.
Do we want to pursue a mountain?
Well, we didn't exactly get anything from the bugs. We might as well finish hunting the goat. Does it look like we could continue to hunt the goat that just went around a corner?
You could. It's treacherous, but you guys can follow.
Does it look like my body probably can't fit this?
What?
No.
I think everything will be fine until you have to start making checks.
Well, how treacherous does this path look?
I mean, have you ever seen a trash can roll down the side of a mountain?
Yeah, they always come out okay.
They always come out.
Just picturing the moment where you guys are looking over the side. Just fucking... Just a whole bunch of machine parts splatter over the ground.
Don't worry, BP. If you start to fall, I will cast Featherfall on you. I think it'll
Okay.
help.
There you go.
So always be prepared.
Well, we'll adventure up.
Okay. You guys start to wander forward, getting another 20 or 30 feet along the way. If you're lucky and the goat is navigating difficult terrain around the corner, maybe you'll have another shot on it. But something is cast over you guys. Another interruption from way up above the mountain. This time not a sound, but instead you see what looks like a sort of blinding light that comes from up there, just for a moment. And then see some sort of large winged creature that seems to take off into the sky.
Do I see it?
Yeah, it looks ephemeral, like you can see through it almost.
It's a Ho-Oh.
It looks like a being made of light almost. Did you bring your master ball?
Nope,
Is this the beginning of the second Pokemon game?
Yeah, you need to have a puzzle box to catch it.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
Can I? I'll use like just the seconds that we're gawking at it. I'll use Hunter's Sense on it.
What does that give you?
That's the learn damage immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities, and what they are. If the creature
Ah.
is hidden from divination magic, you sense nothing.
Okay. What you're looking at is a light dragon. And the light dragon is immune to radiant, and is weak to necrotic damage, and has resistance to all forms of physical weaponry.
And it just doesn't seem like something you want to mess with.
The thing swoops off, and it flies over in front of where this like massive sun is, nearly disappearing with this behind it, and then starts to kind of like swoop down like it's coming closer.
To us?
Yeah, like towards the base of the mountain.
Oh, we go up.
Is there cover?
You guys could try and hide in the rock.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stealth checks, please, everybody.
What are we checking?
Roll the
Stealth.
stealth. Unless you don't want to hide.
Can you cast guidance on yourself?
Not before a check that you don't know you're going to have to make.
18.
Well, no. This is a stealth check, though. Like you know, premeditated. Let's go hide. 8.
15.
Oh, I'm not seeing very many high rolls there, friendos. 8, 14,
What?
15, 18. Okay, okay. Maybe just Draken gets eaten. Let's roll perception here.
Can I give it a 6?
Oh, you can. Well, wait. How close does it have to be?
Fuck if I know. Let's just not give it a 6. I feel like it would know.
Okay, that's
give it a
fine.
6.
'Cause you're super lucky because I just rolled a 4. So-
Wow.
But it's a light dragon, so it's like
Jacob.
plus 48.
Yeah, it's not exactly a low modifier.
You can't, you know. You can't see without light, and it's a light dragon. Therefore, it can see everything.
Okay. This thing comes closer and closer, and as you guys hide, you note that the light around you goes from like this regular daylight to a sort of pale golden color as the thing approaches. And it gets so close that you can practically feel a heat coming from it and the wind beating from its wings. It must be just around your hiding spot there. And then you hear the sound of a horrible, like a bleat from the goat around the corner, and then a loud, audible crunching sound. Are you guys doing anything?
So much
I do
for
not
the-
say
Fuck
anything.
no.
I hold my breath.
resume the quiet.
Okay. Are you guys opting for maximum stealth, just hiding altogether, or going for like partial stealth so you can kind of watch it and see what it's doing?
Fuck no.
Maximum stealth.
Maximum stealth.
Okay.
Last time I played against a fucking dragon in an illusion campaign, my character got fucking burnt to a crisp.
Everybody roll perception, please.
Roll what?
Perception.
Okay, I demand a reroll. I was collided again.
No, that's perfectly legal.
What is even going on here? Is that...
Ah. The rest of you are clueless, but Jesus, you hear the thing moving closer towards your group. It's clawing on the mountainside, and its movements with its wings sound like they're getting closer to you.
Does it sound like it knows that we're here, though, or that, like...
There's no way you're gonna know that.
The dragon is also saying, "Hey, I know you're there." You know.
Okay, well,
I
now
must
that
have been
have
drinking
that-
too much mead.
Woo, are you hiding?
I wanna die.
I hear woo. Notices your party.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting real close to a rock swall moment.
What are you talking about? We have a dragon coming around the corner. We hit that moment like 2 hours ago.
It's reversed. You guys fall on the rocks.
We are on
Okay, so... Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, so you hear this, but you just stay hidden and everything. And there's this huge waft of hot air that just goes like rolling past the rock you guys are hiding behind. And this voice that calls out, and it speaks in common. And it says, "I know you're there."
No, you don't.
Panic and robot.
You hear the thing like leaning backwards almost, and then watch as its head cranes over the top of the rock and turns and faces you guys. And it looks for all intents and purposes like a dragon, except it's see-through, and the outer skin seems to be made of like a sort of shimmering gold light, which isn't so strong that you can't look at it, but it is a little bright. And it has in its jaws the body of this goat there. And it just kind of cranes over and looks at you, and then holds its head up, swallows the goat whole, and then looks back down at your group.
Hello. I like your scales.
Thank you.
It's been a very long time since I've seen a dragon this close.
The thing curls
Majestic as
around.
always.
It finds a more comfortable spot there, staring at you all. It's probably the size of like a 3-stagecoach caravan, and it just stares at you for a moment and says, "So what brings you to my mountain?"
Well, we were looking for a wayward apprentice of mine who had stepped into this realm.
And what does this apprentice of yours look like?
He was rather tall for a man, 6 foot, had gold hair, gray eyes. He also had a rather unpleasant aura to him last I saw him.
I've seen no man.
Well, that's unfortunate. This is the second place we've looked. You wouldn't have an idea of how to get into that city, would you? They seem to be rather peculiar, the ones that live there.
We have an agreement. I stay to the mountains, and they keep to their city. Now, you've come into my house. It's polite to leave an offering for your host.
Jesse, you have quite a bit of gold on you. Offer it as a gift to the kind dragon.
The thing looks at you.
How much gold is considered, quote, a lot? How much would be satisfactory? I know
Not what
you can't really.
Just give all of it.
The thing cleans a bit of goat out of one of its teeth while it waits.
Really, guys? Are we really gonna do this? I guess this is happening.
Do you
I
want to
will-
die?
I mean, pretty much. I'll drop my entire gold pouch in front of him.
The thing leans forward and grabs it. How much gold do you have?
166.
Hope that's enough.
It takes the thing. It seems to disappear into its hand almost. And it says, a decent enough offering. So, how can I help you guests? The goats of my mountain are not much for conversation.
Well, we came here and saw a goat and thought we might be able to take one back to the city. The denizens there seem to like meat.
And now that you know they belong to me, you wouldn't have such thoughts, would you?
No, absolutely not.
Would you have any idea where a human would run off to in this realm?
This is not a realm for humans. On the rare occasion there are visitors here, they do not last long.
Can imagine with how hospitable the grove over there was. Took rather good care of us, they did.
You traveled to the grove.
Yes. After visiting the city and realizing we didn't have any means of bartering, we went to the grove.
And how were they? I always find the trees hospitable.
The apples had a delightful taste, but they weren't too keen on us parting.
I don't eat fruits and vegetables. I'll take your word for it. The thing stares at you guys, and it doesn't say anything, but you get the sense that it wants more from you. And when I say more, it looks expectant. What that means, you're not entirely sure.
To quote the dragon.
I guess, like, seeing the goat here, but do a lot of the animals of each realm cross over, or is it completely dependent?
What do you mean? Like, how many of the other creatures have you seen here?
Yeah.
The goat's definitely the first thing you've seen that looks like it's from your world, apart from, like, the apple trees and stuff.
I wonder if the goat turns into vines when you eat it too.
Clearly not.
Have you traveled out of this realm?
No. But I've had visitors before. They tell me tales. I see your portals down in the valley.
Those are some pretty good eyes.
Yes. I like to know what is happening here in my realm.
Well, we and another squad of magi entered this realm looking for the man I described to you earlier. He's a wanted criminal on the other side and has stolen many valuables.
I have seen no man in my mountains. The only one that comes and goes is the angel.
I imagine he must have visited the city then, though what he would get there, I frankly don't know. The only thing we know is that he has come here.
The insects are difficult, not much for conversation, sadly.
I think they want to eat us.
It's likely.
It was very amusing seeing them transform into our friend BP here, though it wasn't perfect. It was a pretty close change.
They do seem to have their talents, don't they?
Is there any way, Great One, for you to give us something to barter with the bugs to let us into the city? We can continue our search there.
I have many treasures. This is true, but I don't part lightly with any of them. You will have to give me something in return, if it is one of my belongings you wish. And I will warn you that the last time some group of adventurers came to my mountain seeking easy riches, none of them made it out alive.
Well, we certainly didn't come here looking for riches.
Just one boy.
Honestly, I don't have many years left in my life. Material goods don't mean much to me anymore. Perhaps if I had the age of a dragon like yourself, I would collect.
Well, my offer stands, and I'd be willing to make a fair trade. You seem nice enough. Your gift is enough to forgive your attempts at taking one of my meals.
You're quite merciful, my lord.
Why, thank you. He seems to enjoy this. So, what have you to trade?
I have an antler.
I have some rope.
What is it that you require, Great One?
I enjoy things that are shiny, that which gleams like the sun. I also enjoy items that are rare and difficult to come upon. If you have any of these, I'd be very interested in seeing them.
Rummaging through my chest with my two tiny robot fingers, I hold up the 2 inches of red chalk.
And what is this?
Being completely honest, we have not figured out what it is in its entirety. It seems like red chalk, but in certain cities where we're from, seems to go a very long way, even for people's lives.
It does not seem particularly shiny.
We came from a rather strange city, where one of our friends died. The townsfolk there bequeathed us 2 pieces of chalk. And oddly enough, later on, our friend came back to life. And I would gesture towards Jesus.
Your story amuses me, though I see little value in the chalk. Have you anything else? Maybe a gemstone, a gold necklace.
I have...
Sold all of those.
I don't have like many things on the things that I do that meet that criteria are things my character would never give up.
Mm-hmm. You all seem as though you have nothing to offer. A shame, really.
Unfortunately, my lord, if we had more to offer, we might have made it into that city down there.
I see, I see. Well, if you wish to barter some other time, you're welcome to return.
How shiny is the good deal shot?
The good deal shot?
It's the crit bullet. I
The-
have it as a good deal in my book.
It's not a big item, but it's shiny. It's definitely been polished.
Would you like a couple of these as well as a special one?
Holding up like 5 bullets and a special bullet.
One of these is rather nice.
I coined it as the good deal shot.
It tilts its head looking at the thing. It's like a small gemstone. That would do. So you say you want one of the goats. Was that it?
That would suffice.
Very well. And he holds out his hand for you to place the little bullet in it. And his hand is like the size of a truck.
I'll waddle up to it and like place it on his pinky.
Sure. It rolls down his finger there, and then spontaneously fires off and shoots into the distance. And he looks down at his hand for a second. How amusing. It turns and then takes off to fly away.
I guess we should wait here.
I definitely wouldn't consider leaving before it gives us its permission.
You know, he doesn't seem evil.
Eventually, you see this thing fly back. After a minute or so of waiting there, it has something in its mouth, and you watch as it draws closer and closer as it lets go of the thing mid-flight, and the body of a, well, alive until a moment ago, goat slams against the wall next to you, and just
I'm getting
dies there with a scream instantly, and then the dragon lands right after.
There's some deja vu coming here. Having fucking Banner drop a goat to kill some goblins in our geek campaign.
Reoccurring themes. There you are.
Thank you, Great One.
Thank you. I did not receive a name. Also, I am BP.
They call me the Mountain King around these parts.
Fitting.
I understand why.
Do you
Definitely a
believe
name
I
suited
appear
to his lordship?
regal? And he like leans back and spreads out his massive wings.
Oh my god, this fucking flexing cunt.
Even more suitable name.
You're welcome back in my realm anytime you wish.
Thank you, Mountain King.
Bring more of those exploding gems, if you can. I like those. And with that, the dragon takes off and flies away, back up towards the top of the mountain, leaving you there with like a smashed goat carcass.
BP is surprised that we have not died.
I'm glad we had as much gold as we did.
Now we have none.
I have 6 gold pieces.
That's not even a problem.
We
It's not even a
bought
problem.
we bought a dead animal body for 166 gold.
And a
Oh,
good
wow.
deal.
Lives for 166 gold.
Yeah, I feel like you're definitely missing a couple of points there.
We bought this campaign's continuation.
For 100
That's what That's what I call a bad.
Can't put a price on that. Call that a bad deal?
Just make a couple of acrobatic saving throws, and when you get out of there, just
See,
Yes,
who
can
can
you
tell
outrun-
Jesse's never fought a dragon?
Yeah, that's the easiest way to tell.
Can you outrun a dragon?
yes.
No.
All right.
So the guy comes back and no.
I
So we're
heard
right
you were
around
talking.
6 here. You guys have the goat thing. We're gonna take a brief 5-10 minute break.
I really need piss. I'll be right back.
We're back.
I really need a drink.
Hell yeah.
Now seems like an appropriate time to grab my ice cream.
BRB.
And I'm back.
Hey.
You bet.
So is this guy actually in the city?
Fuck if I know, dude.
Probably not. Probably just find like another workshop with another portal to another realm. At this point, I'm just kind of worried because we haven't run into any of the Inquisition.
Yeah, that's what. Like, we haven't seen their tracks either.
They work fast.
I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
Well, I don't know. I feel like they're probably more competent than we are. Just
That's
the
fair.
feeling. Like, we casually went and, ate an apple from an orchard, and then had to deal with plant people. And then we casually went to a mountain to hunt goats and pissed off the Dragon Overlord, who has not seen anybody else. The only place we haven't been is the city. Oh, gee, how does it feel encountering the 7th dragon we've encountered?
7?
Well, this is our 7th dragon out of Illusions games.
What? There
Yeah,
was.
Gray 1.0.
Okay.
Which we didn't
great
actually
one.
know was a dragon. Then we had Banner and his 2 kids.
Gray 2.0.
And we had Gray 2.0 and the other dragon he was fighting against. That
Killed that thing.
that fucking fried me and ate Will.
Poor Will.
So that right there is 6, and this is our 7th. I don't think we encountered another one.
There was that dragon avatar of the Greed God. We pursued and killed a dead dragon.
We could count the sandworm, and we could count the fucking avatar. Well, I don't really want to count the avatar because that's a god.
You were supposed to give blood to the sandworm, but you killed him instead.
What would have happened if we gave blood to that thing?
You give birth to a new god.
Would we have gained any powers or anything?
Well, he probably would have been like, hey, you guys feel like destroying the world with me?
And if we said no?
Well,
Let's just put it this way: you wouldn't say no.
He would have put up.
negotiations have failed.
He would have went like, "Oh, shaka, bro. See ya."
My spoon is too big. Interesting. Are we prepared?
You were never prepared.
You were not prepared.
Baller and
I'm back.
Andrew here.
I'm here.
Okay. let's start it back up then. There we go. Your dice are so beautiful. So beautiful. Alright, what do you guys want to do now that you've gotten this thing?
We'll go forward and head towards the front of the city.
It's time to trade.
You guys make your way back towards the city there, and when you do, the creatures seem to be waiting for you. Up on the walls there, you see what looks like some of the insectoid things wandering around, and they shy away when they see you there, almost like they're fleeing from you, and a couple of them start to materialize, stepping through the doorway. And once again, almost as though they remember you, a couple of them come out, and they sort of stand close to the door, and then a third one comes out, and it's this rolling trash can thing that comes up towards your group.
Hello.
The thing turns to you and says, again.
Are you ready to trade?
Trade, yes.
What? I open its top and motion for Jesus to put the goat in.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll put the fucking goat in this thing's fucking trash can body.
I hope the lid can't close.
It doesn't.
There's a leg hanging out.
Good deal.
Meat, yes.
Trade, good.
Yes, good. Understand.
Understand.
The thing turns around and just kind of, makes its way back and disappears past the door. And when it comes back, it says, now, trade you.
No. Good trade.
Yes.
Now, we in city.
Enter for trade.
Yes. Last trade, good.
The thing kind of like hobbles back, and it makes its way past the door, and the two insects go in through there as well. And after a bit, the gates start to pull away and just like rumble out to the side as it opens up. And you see this huge city with like white buildings of polished stone that's just been bleached bone white almost. It just goes on for miles in any direction. And up by the front here, you see what looks like a group of these insectoid creatures that are just like devouring this goat that you've given to them. It's just like there's blood being thrown everywhere, and like a limb falls on the ground, and yeah, they're getting into it.
I wave at it.
Like, picture like a bunch of famished, like obese people, and you just throw like a Snickers in, into the throng of them, right? And they just all descend on it like a, or like a pack of vultures coming down on some animal carcass. It's like that.
We Animal Planet in here.
Animal Planet, but with people.
It's time to find Garen. Done with this world.
Let's hope he's in here.
So, do we just start?
So, do we walk in?
Well, that's what we traded for.
We'll start walking forward.
Okay. You guys tentatively make a few steps into the city.
Are there only bug people here?
Yeah, it looks like it. And oddly enough, it doesn't really look like you can pin them down, almost. It takes you a moment to realize what's happening, but just like you guys in the field, these things seem to travel from one spot to another rather rapidly. And every now and then you'll see somebody who's just like behind your group looking at you, and then will just like turn to walk away, and a moment later he's like all the way down the street kind of thing.
We get one frame every 20 minutes. That's what's happening right now.
Processor's having a hard time.
Is there like any sign? And they have different legs, right?
They do. They like fold backwards. They're very stick-like.
Are what's the floor of the city? Is it all stone?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like? Can I see tracks in it?
Not
Like
really.
dust?
There's little scratch marks here and there, but it looks like, hundreds of scratch marks have been put down over years and years kind of thing.
There's not like a boot mud trail or anything, right?
No.
I will aimlessly walk around for a bit, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys start to wander into the city. You don't really know where you're going, so you just kind of, head in a direction. And it takes very little time before you guys realize that you're not at the gate anymore. You've made it into the city, like far into the city somewhere. And you're just in the middle of nowhere. There's like a huge building, like an apartment block sized thing that stretches up above you. And you see a bunch of like insectoid creatures out on the road there that look like they're communicating with each other or something. And it's like you've just gone into a really busy city center all of a sudden. It just hits you guys like you're walking for a second and then, oh my god, where are we?
Is comprehend language a stone effect?
No.
I'm gonna recast that.
Sure.
No, I want to just listen, gossip,
Sure.
see if hear anything strange.
Yeah, the creatures seem to be asking about things like availability of food, where you're going, that kind of stuff. Their communication is very simple, though. And usually they exchange like one or two words, and somebody exchanges another two words, and then off they just disappear from existence, seemingly.
Does anybody ask about us?
Yeah, sometimes. You see what looks like the occasional insect that looks over and goes, strange.
God, navigating a place when like it's just like we've gone to like China but don't speak Chinese or something.
It's like when you go to Japan and expect subtitles.
Except I have subtitles now. It's not helping.
You realize they're actually all just crazy.
What do?
Yes.
Is there like any signs? Like, do they have picture signs, or is it in some weird alien languages?
That doesn't seem like they have any signs or anything. You don't really see anything for written language.
Are people walking into houses?
Every now and then, yeah. But again, it's like you're catching snapshots of somebody doing something. Like, you'll see somebody opening a door, and then the door will be closed next because they're in the house.
Are there any like shopping windows? Or
Oh.
like
You see a shop nearby. And it's like a little street stall kind of, a building whose front wall has been removed so it sees openly into the street there. And you can see what looks like meats that are being put up for sale behind it. So it's like a barbecue shop kind of, like they have like a strung pig sort of hanging there, and everything. Except the meat looks familiar.
is there any animals I don't recognize?
Some of them are pretty mangled, but you definitely see human parts in the window.
Oh.
When you say they look familiar,
Yeah, I mean like they're your same race. Like
okay, I was just like, do they have like little bits?
That's the head of
cloth,
Garen.
The Inquisition.
you don't see Garen's face there, and there doesn't seem to be anything for clothing attached, so you don't know if these are Inquisition members you're about to purchase for lunch. When you look at the shop, though, you just kind of teleport in front of it, right? Like, as you take just 2 steps in its direction, you're there looking at it. And the creature turns, and you guys don't understand him. But,
I do.
Draken, you pick it up, and it says, buy food?
I hold out like a silver.
Interesting. The thing looks at it and takes it, and then hands you what looks to be
Hand.
like a portion of a human hand. It's like two fingers kind of attached to each other. They've been all wrapped up with like a string to kind of bind them together, but they're not cooked or anything.
Would one of you like to eat this?
Well, I think it's cannibalism if anybody but Jesus eats it.
No, we ruled out in a previous session that that is also cannibalism.
I will keep it in my chest for later if one of you would like it.
I put it in my chest.
When you pop it in there, the creature says, "Good taste."
Just nod at it. Easy. Good
Okay.
taste.
The
I
creature
nod
doesn't
at
seem
it.
to understand what you're saying as you walk away.
Oh god. That's
The
my
okay
mouth.
sound.
Okay.
Is there like any other signifying? Is there like a potion seller?
Not that you see around you.
Welcome to the hardest place on Earth to navigate and find what you're looking for.
Um.
Anybody have any ideas?
No. Not a one.
Maybe try gesturing to one.
You're the translator,
No, I'm not. I don't understand them.
but you're the speaker. I don't know how to speak to them either.
Is there like? Does one of them stop by us? Can I like call one over? How does that even work? Can I look at one and like think at it really hard to walk towards it?
Sure. You want to try and approach one?
Yeah, sure.
Your first attempt is fail. You try to move towards one, and by the time that you get across the road and realize that you've moved, the creature's not there anymore. But when you try a second time, you do seem to catch one that's there outside. And it looks like it's fiddling with a stick or something. Some sort of like wooden pole that it seems to be carving. And it looks over at you as you approach. Or rather,
like an
appear
old
next
man?
to it. What's that?
Does that look like an elderly mantis?
No, it just looks like one of these insect creatures. Although they are mantis-like, I suppose.
Or oh yeah, insect. I like walk up to it and wave a hand.
The thing turns and faces you and says, "Yes." Although only Draken understands, of course.
I like.
Of course.
He wants to know what you want.
I wish we had videos so I could like show you when I'm gesturing. I'm like pointing to my eyes, and then like point to eyes, point to him, and then like point to Jesse.
Interesting. Go ahead and make for me a persuasion roll. See if you can get this across. Oh, ooh,
Oh.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
See, that's why you roll the big dice.
16.
It's not
He's-
even the big dice.
I don't have a face. I'm not good at persuasion.
He seems to understand what you're getting at, or at least interprets it in some way. As he stands up there, he kind of straightens himself out, kind of like stretching his arms a bit. And then you watch as his body slowly morphs into something that looks like a perfectly normal human standing in front of you. Except the look on his face is like really unnatural and kind of unsettling almost. Like it's like, you know, when somebody like does a really fake smile and it's just like off-putting kind of thing. It's sort of like that. And he looks over, and the next time that he speaks, you can understand him. And he says, "Like this."
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yes. Another one like this.
Are you pointing at yourself?
No, like
You see another one?
Pointing at Jesse.
Hmm. The creature nods and says, "Yes."
Location?
Gonna point at me.
It holds its hand up high and says, "Tall building."
Oh.
Do I look around? Is there a tall building?
Yeah, you see what looks like, some tall peaks here and there.
I point to one of them.
At one.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank.
Yes.
Yes.
And I hand him the hand.
The creature takes it and looks at you and says, "Good."
Good.
And then you watch as it just stuffs these fingers into like its human mouth and just starts like chewing on them.
Oh god!
Aw.
Oh,
Is there-
Jesus!
Is there a crunch?
Oh yeah.
We'll walk towards big building.
You turn, and then when you go to move towards it, it takes 2 seconds, and you're standing in front of this like massive tower. And the area in front of it where you guys are seems to be like a city square or something. And there's all sorts of insects like appearing and disappearing and coming and going.
We'll go into big building.
Okay. When you get up towards the big building, there's nothing for a door, just a large archway. And when you step inside, you find that the building is filled with curiosities. Although for you, some of these things are just like perfectly normal objects. It's like walking into a museum where the same degree of care and amount of detail for presentation has been given to each item, except one looks like a priceless artifact, and then exhibit B is literally just grandma's chair, and then C is like a toothbrush. Like it's just there's things here that are from other worlds that are just unbelievable that, if you were to look at them, you're like, I have no idea what that is. And then other things that look like everyday objects.
Maybe we could have traded something.
The creatures seem to come by and, stand by some of the exhibits, walk around, talk to each other, and then disappear and appear at another exhibit and whatnot. And, as you guys walk in, you see all sorts of crazy stuff. Make a perception check to see if you guys can make sense of all of this.
All of us?
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
11.
8.
Uh-oh.
Holy third one of the night from Jesse.
Come on, Isaac. Roll a good perception check so we can see world.
Baller.
Yeah, dude. That -1. I got you.
You got us, alright.
You got us.
Okay, yeah, 17.
Jesus, you see that one of the displays towards the back has something that does look vaguely humanoid.
No.
I point to it and then go there.
Okay.
This is how we travel.
That's how that world works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus,
This world works.
Jesus points to the back at some sort of thing there, and then just in a moment he's standing next to it, and you can see him off in the distance by it.
Alright, so if I get this right, you point, and then you step forward.
Sure, it takes a moment, but if you focus on the thing, you appear next to it, or next to Jesus, either or. You guys find yourselves standing in front of this thing, and there, after so many long years, you see Garen. Though he's clearly changed. Here within the exhibit, Garen looks to be altered in some way, shape, or form. His body looks like it's been attached to other humans, almost. Like somebody has stitched together an abomination with a bunch of different people, and Garen's face is one of 3 towards the top end of it. And it does not appear to be alive, but is held up by like a large metal stake that sort of holds it there. Almost like a 3-dimensional crucifix.
My character would feel the need to throw up, but he's already thrown up, therefore there's nothing else.
You go to hurl and nothing comes out. Oh yeah.
Oh, you just dry heaving on the floor.
What, the guy who used to run down demons for a living is throwing up at this?
Well,
This is
it's
a
like-
person I recognize.
Yeah.
Stitched onto some other person's face.
Mm-hmm. It is a little disturbing, yeah.
Like, this would be one thing if it was somebody else, but this is like somebody you know,
Hmm.
and you knew fairly well.
Oh, the O-Type. This. Well, we have found him.
Let's be
Ah,
done with this.
that is him.
Already a bow shot.
Wait, no.
It's dead and in a case.
He is already dead and not coming back.
Holy shit, what was
Jesus.
so funny?
Christ.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard the world's largest fart. Was that what that was, Baller?
Yeah.
You're like, he's dead and he's not coming back, and the Baller's mic lights up. I'm sorry, it was just the timing.
Well, we found it. Wait, hold on. I want to look at the other items in the exhibit and see if there's any like items that
Yeah.
I stole.
That's what I was gonna do.
Specifically, I want to look for my pearl.
Also, he told us 3 items. You said we were told about 3 items, but all about them that is, they all go up to 18,000.
Oh, that the Inquisition's after.
Yeah.
You guys look around and see multiple objects in the other displays that look to be rather valuable. You know, like a golden sword encrusted with gems whose blade is on fire. That's probably worth something, but again, it's there in the case and kind of out of reach. As far as knowing what the Inquisition wants, you don't see anything here that has an Inquisition seal on it. And as far as your pearl goes, that does not appear to be here either. You guys hop between a couple different exhibitions, looking here and there, and don't find them.
Oh, I wonder. It seems rather strange that the bugs would have stitched his face onto something else. What if it's just something they stumbled upon?
As in, the corpse is somewhere else.
Well, why would the bugs stitch the faces together and not just eat them? I can't imagine they'd find one particular human more appealing to make an exhibit out of. Plus, all the things here are random.
Is there like a museum? What's the word? Like somebody hosting the museum, or like somebody of staff here? Do they have a cute little costume on their insect bodies?
Ah, you do see one towards the back end that looks noticeably larger than the others, and the chitinous platings on him, instead of being like a greenish yellow, look like they're more like a bleached white, and he's probably about 2 or 3 feet taller than them, putting him at like 9 feet tall.
I bring Jesse with me to that guy.
Ah. Jesse, do you go with him to that guy?
I am a utility to be used, yes.
You guys go up towards him, and he's not just there alone. He seems to be speaking with some of the other insects, but when you show up, he does look over and looks towards the other bugs and says bye, and the other ones all say bye to each other, which you understand, Draken. And then the creature steps up and looks at you all and says, yes.
We're just gonna say I went with them too. It's just so that thing exists.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do the same gesture I did to the guy that was carving?
Ah. The thing turns into a hulking-looking human in front of you. And,
God, he's jacked.
Yeah, exactly. And he says, better.
Yes.
Good.
Question.
Ask.
Come.
And I zoom to the abomination.
The thing appears there with you.
Where get?
Gift. At the gates.
From who?
Angel.
Angel?
The thing looks like it's attempting to nod, but instead its head kind of like jerks to the side violently. And you hear like a sort of distressing clicking sound, and it says Summer Angel.
Where's Summer Angel?
Summer Angel comes, goes. Not here.
Summer Angel Mountain.
Do not mountain.
Summer Angel soon.
Don't know. Looking for Angel?
Yes.
Yes. Not here. Later. Maybe.
You see more us?
Meat?
Walking.
Walking meat.
Yes.
Yes. Collector. Travel. See walking meat.
You collector.
Yes.
When see meet.
Long time. Bring meat?
No.
For
Look.
have gift?
Oh.
I'll give him a bullet.
The thing reaches and looks at it, and it seems quite fascinated by it. And at some point, it pauses and looks off in the direction, and then like 5 other insects appear nearby and kind of walk up towards it. And then it like, holds the thing out, and they all seem to be taken back by it, like kind of looking over the thing and everything. And it looks over to you and says, "Will collect. Good."
Thank you. Tell us. Angel. When. Good.
The thing kind of pauses for a moment and then looks back and says to you, "Long time." For angel friends?
Talk. Angel. Talk. Angel. Gift.
And I'm pointing at the abomination, especially to like the face part.
Angel gift. Collector's take.
Good.
Good. The thing seems to be in agreement with you. There's another uncomfortable shaking of the head.
We wait here, Angel.
Good.
Good.
Friend?
Me?
The thing looks at you.
I like,
Good.
and I like mimic the weird jerk he does.
The thing puts a hand on your shoulder for a moment, and then turns
Stop.
and disappears.
Get some help.
Okay. So, we befriended a bug man and we know where this came from.
An angel is not something to trifle with, much like that dragon. I think we head back to Soulsland and report.
Guys, I think Garen's the angel.
I think... Well, his face is right there, so I don't know about that.
What about the magic he delves into? You would put that out of the question?
He would had to have received a divine blessing upon... to have become an angel. And... Well, frankly, I don't think the divine blessing he would receive would make him an angel of summer.
Would somebody kindly make a luck roll, please?
I believe it's Andrew's turn.
Do it, Andrew.
What I meant more was, what if that's just something they call him?
But his face is like stitched on.
Oh, what the fuck?
How many times are you going to roll a 1 in session?
Hey man, it's a clown die.
That explains everything.
You know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Maybe he is an angel now.
Well, he doesn't necessarily have to be an angel. What if he just told them that he was, considering nobody here hardly understands our language?
Well, then he would be a faceless man.
Well, so the thing about that is, the dragon also referenced the angel, and, well, I have a hard time imagining he fooled the dragon into being, an angel. So
That is
either he
true.
actually is, or he is not the angel.
All I'm saying is, I think it would be foolish for us to just not find out what the angel is.
Well, for sure. The angel's probably won in possession of Soulsland's treasures, as well as my pearl. At the very least, the angel's the one who killed Garen, or knows who killed Garen.
So, do we get a reward just for declaring that Garen's dead?
I don't know. Something tells me not, but this is still valuable information, and they might have more on the angel part.
Shall we head back to Soulsland?
I think that would be a wise decision. What the
We
rest
can-
of you say?
We can do that, or wait for the angel ourselves.
We don't know how long it will take. I don't know about you, but I don't think I could eat a human hand for lunch.
We could return to the dragon and see what he knows about the angel.
I don't have it.
If we're going to do that, we should go prepare a proper trade. Information's valuable.
I do still have this book, but I would like to keep it. But the knowledge seems valuable. Although, it's not shiny.
He said he liked the bullet.
Have to go obtain more keen bullets.
We have no money.
That is also true. I still think we head back to Soulsland. Maybe they will give us an award for finding out he's dead. Jesus, any input?
No.
I think we'll be able to get into the city. Collector is our friend now.
You guys see while you're standing here talking, a group of insects that appear, and they keenly look at Garen and this weird thing he's cobbled to, like it's some sort of interesting curio.
What are they saying? From like Jago's perspective?
Yeah, you'd hear one says, strange. Meat. 3 meat. They're all just kind of like staring at the thing. One of them says beautiful.
Are they
Another
putting my
one
bullet?
seems to disagree and says no. and then they kind of like disappear and go to a different exhibit.
Do I see the collector putting my bullet in a case or anything, or is not?
Yeah, off in the distance there towards the back of the room. The room seems to get like longer almost. Like when you look back at it, it looks like the size of the room has changed, and it's there in an exhibit.
Yes.
Well, do we head back?
I think we head back and try to do more research.
Okay.
Alright, let us go.
You guys turn, and thinking about heading back, end up at the gate almost instantly, and the gate opens up for you. Getting outside, where are you guys going?
To our portal. Actually, can I go think at the Inquisitor's portal?
Sure. You appear up by the Inquisitor's portal, and when you do, you see that there is a group of 5 Inquisitors standing outside of it.
Oh,
They
hello.
look at you guys when you appear, and one of them says, "Oh, hey. They told us you'd be coming through. How's it been?"
Well, we found him, kind of.
You found him?
Yeah.
Yes, well, not alive, and not in one piece.
That explains some things. A few of them nod to each other, and then one looks back and she says, "We've tried some scrying spells, and they've... Well, we believe he's in the city. Is that where you found him?"
Yes,
Yep.
we found him in an exhibit for curiosities. I do air quotes.
This world is strange. You have to be careful where it is that you think about going to.
Mm-hmm.
We made friends with some bug people.
The ones at the city there.
Yep.
We haven't made contact with them yet. Weren't sure if they would be friendly or not.
They seem friendly enough if you offer them meat, though they're a bit hard to communicate with.
So what's this about Garen then? Did you find the items?
We did not find the items.
We also don't know what all the items are, so it is hard.
I
That
didn't
is
find my
classified
item.
information.
You could check in the museum.
They look at each other.
Mountain is dangerous. Probably shouldn't go near there. Unless you have something to trade with the dragon.
The mountain is the territory of a light dragon. He's a rather reasonable one for a dragon, but be sure you have plenty of gold to offer him.
They look like some of them are murmuring to each other. One of them is nodding in agreement. Another one looks to be writing notes frantically. The one who's nodding to you says, "Did you really travel to all those places already?"
Yep, and also the orchid. Orchard.
They said there were 4 of you. I'm surprised you all survived. We almost lost one back at the trees.
Ah, yes, the orchards don't eat the apples. And also probably don't go there.
You guys didn't bring any apples out, did you?
We tried, but it didn't work out. You don't want to touch the apples.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
learned.
This place is a strange, strange world. The sun is hot.
Oh. As for Garen, he's currently had his face sewed onto some weird thing. He's like, it's rather gruesome. We didn't
So
find any of
somebody's
the
killed him.
items. He is dead. Supposedly there is an angel in this realm.
We're going back to do some research back in the other world.
Well, there goes that. We would have liked to interrogate him.
I very much would have liked to have spoken to him one last time. Maybe get him to confess.
Do you think that the creatures would agree to us taking him? We may be able to summon his spirit back to his body and interrogate him that way.
Probably not.
It would also be hard given that it's not really his body. It's literally his face has been torn off and sewn on to something else. And there's multiple faces. It is gruesome.
They
It
look
was
at
not
each
his
other
whole body.
confused, and you can tell that they're not really sure what's going on. And one of them says, "Sewn on to someone else."
If you were to just take 3 faces off any 3 people and then sew them onto like a tree.
Why would somebody do that? What did Garen get
No
himself
idea.
They said it was a gift.
into? A gift.
Yes.
Okay, write all of that down. Well, what are you four gonna do now?
We need to go look into this angel. That was the person who offered this gift to the insects.
Okay.
So wherever our treasures are, they're probably with that angel, or the angel knows their location.
Well, if you're traveling back to Soulsland, you're gonna want to use your portal. Ours has guards outside of it that are supposed to only allow us back.
Will do. Good luck.
Same to you. We're gonna stick around and do some more investigating.
Godspeed. If you offer a goat or some kind of meat to the insects, they might let you in. Though they're hard to talk to.
Someone scribbles down some more notes.
When we zoom back to our portal,
You know, maybe we can actually trade enough gifts to the collector for the abomination.
It's a possibility. I don't really
How-
know if I want that thing in my possession, though.
how tall was it?
The abomination?
Yeah.
It was roughly about 6 feet tall.
Okay.
You know, we could actually go try to do that right now.
What are you going to trade him? You've already offered him a bullet.
I got some chalk, I got an antler, and I got a book.
You really want to offer the book? We could go and, well, see if we could get some more oddities from our world. Then again, I don't know if they'll let us come back.
I have an ink pot.
You know, since we're looking into weird things, I also have a couple of strange items.
Anybody have just miscellaneous items they are willing to depart with?
No.
I have a torch. And a water skin.
I have
Okay.
nothing unique.
I also have an ink
Well,
pen.
it doesn't have to be unique. It just has to exist, I think.
Do they want rope?
Maybe.
Right.
If we give enough gifts.
I wonder if we can bypass the gate and just think about the museum and go there.
Well, let's go see if we can. Sounds like a good idea.
Okay. You guys think about that and end up at the gates, oddly enough. So it does seem to have some effect on moving you.
Okay.
But when you get up towards the gates, you know, the creatures come out and look at you, and it seems they recognize you because after some short, strange clicking noises, they decide to open the gate and let you guys in. Are you going to zoom off towards the museum?
Yes.
Okay. It takes you but a few seconds, and at this point, you guys are kind of getting the hang of this sort of travel. It doesn't feel as jarring anymore. And you quickly move to the thing, not just outside of the building, but right up into it. And there you are, next to Garen.
Is Collector nearby?
Yep.
Collector.
He comes over towards you and resumes this weird human form. Yes, friend.
Trade.
Good.
Oh.
It holds
Trade
its hands
for-
out toward you, like expectantly for some sort of thing.
I'll like put a hand up
Trade for gifts.
and I point at the abomination.
Many, many gifts for gifts.
The thing looks and says, yes, if good gift.
Okay. On the floor, we'll just lay things in front of him, I guess. That's how we're doing
As
this.
you're doing this, more and more insect creatures appear, and they're all just watching in a crowd, looking at all the weird things you put there.
I'll put an ink pot,
Okay.
a wanted poster for the gang leaders in Soulsland, a bear tooth, an ant keg antler, and the red piece of chalk.
Okay, I want you to roll a d20 for each item you put down there to see if they care about any of them.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. S- 16 on 1. Is that jank? Is this?
No, it's a 5.
Okay. 16 on 1.
Okay, so one of the items they seem to like. This is janked.
That is janked. Hey, look, we found one. Nice.
So that is 4 rolls so far, 2 successes?
Yep.
I imagine. Last one? 14.
It appears that both the red piece of chalk and the wanted poster seems to be something that both of, or that the crowd really thinks are interesting, and the collector points to them and says, "These, interesting. Good gift."
Keep the others?
Okay. You take those back, and it says, "Not enough gift."
Do we have anything else? I don't think I have anything that's interesting.
I'll put like 10 bullets down.
The thing looks at them, and then looks to you and says, "Have."
Oh,
And
okay.
like pushes them back to you.
Take back.
I love how you're like talking like the insects now. You never go full retard.
You guys have anything?
I'll toss down an ink pen, a bedroll, and a dagger, and a torch. That's all I can think of.
Make a d20 roll.
Being at 20.
Okay.
No, that's an 8.
They don't seem to want any of the items.
I take them back.
I put down a copper piece, a silver piece, and a gold piece.
These don't seem to get anything from them either.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
Jesse,
I put down 50 feet of rope.
This does not seem to get anything.
Take 5 minutes picking this shit back up.
Christ.
You have anything, Jesus?
I take out 1 arrow.
This does not seem to get anything from them.
God.
Like, looking around, do I see any armor sets?
You see what looks like a partial set of human armor. There's a set of chainmail there, and what looks like a shield that has like some sort of human noble family crest on it, kind of thing.
Is there like a whole chain shirt anywhere, or does like
Yeah,
the
that's
chain
what it
mail
is.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
There seems to be, yeah, it's like a chain shirt, a shield, and like a sword or something that are all there in an exhibit.
I'll put down Wolfram's book.
These creatures, with no need of a roll, have never seen this before, and will take this as the gift if you offer it to them.
I hold out book like,
last gift for gift.
The thing reaches forward and moves the pages there, and all the creatures around look at it very interested, and it turns to you and says, "Yes, gift for gift."
I hand him the book.
He takes the book, hands it to another insect, and you don't even have a moment to mourn its loss as that insect turns. It just disappears to some other part of the room. And
I thought you were gonna say he eats it.
just takes a dump on it.
Put my hand on BP's trash can shoulder and tell him there are many books in Soulsland.
Maybe
Able to
there's
find
another copy.
After that,
What money?
the
We trade the corpse for it.
The collector
You're
does
gonna
something
sell the corpse
strange.
of your former apprentice for money.
You watch as
Do you expect me to carry it around?
I'm going to be the one carrying it, old man.
Do you want to carry it around?
Not particularly.
The creature does not remove the glass casing around it, but instead reverts back to its insectoid form, and you watch as its four arms move around in a weird way and cast a spell after tracing out magical sigils, and a portal appears underneath the object, which just falls through the ground, understandably, and another portal next to it, just from the inertia, causes the thing to rise up and then just pause there on the ground when the portal closes. And then after that, it says, "Good friend," and then turns and disappears.
Good friend.
Well, let's go take this back with us.
Let us leave now.
Okay.
We can ask
Can you-
them as for we can see if they can give you a new copy of the book when we deliver it.
Maybe. I think we need some party fun.
That too.
Is Jesus able to carry the book or the abomination?
Well, it is heavy, but you're able to. The nice thing about this plane of existence is it takes you 2 seconds to move from one spot to the other. So, a jump to the gate and then a jump elsewhere. I mean, where do you guys want to go with this thing?
To our portal.
Okay. You travel to your portal there and are standing outside of it with this huge, gross abomination thing in hand there, Jesus. And what do you guys want to do? Are you going through?
Should we tell the Inquisition we obtained the corpse? Now, let me just run
Before
over there and
going
tell
back
them real
into
quick.
their headquarters, yes.
Let me just run over there real quick.
Sure.
I want to go over to the Inquisition.
You appear over there. They see you come up.
We attained the corpse.
Where is it? Seriously?
It's over at our portal. You're going to take it through.
They nod at each other, and then they seemingly disappear.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to my portal.
Sure. The group materializes there, and you guys see all the Inquisitors before Draken shortly shows up. And they just look at this abomination like, what on earth is that?
I told you it was not the best thing to look at.
That is gruesome. That's definitely Garen, though. Can we verify that that's not some sort of forgery or anything? And somebody, like, steps up and starts to hold out, like, a stone and sort of moves it over the body, and after a minute turns back and says, "That's Garen."
It's a little disgusting.
Well, the case is closed for now, unless the items are here.
Well, we've still got hints on where the items could be, if y'all wish to pursue, again with the angel. But as for Garen, well, he is... Unless he tore off his own face, he's most certainly dead.
We have the ritual to return back here. I say we go back to headquarters, interrogate Garen's ghost, and if we can find anything, and if we need to come back, then we can. But I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to.
Agreed.
All
Shall
right.
we head back then?
We'll use our portal. You guys have been helpful. We'll put in a good word for you back at headquarters.
We did have to part with some valuables to obtain the corpse.
When you get back, you can likely mention that. They might reimburse you.
Yes.
Reimburse.
Though you are, well, a private outside party, so that remains to be seen. But if you're lucky,
We'll hope.
they all disappear. And then you see off in the distance what looks like a portal disappearing.
We'll jump into ours then too.
Okay. You guys travel through, and after tumbling through space, end up back in a large room in the Inquisition office. there's a bunch of guards standing around that look like they're on alert, and when they see you guys come through, their weapons are pulled back a bit as they notice you're not immediately hostile, though the thing that Jesus is carrying in his arms seems to get a couple of bad looks from the people.
Sorry, don't worry. It's just Garen's corpse. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what is that thing? Somebody
and they all
hurls in the
turned into
corner.
Murlocs.
I think they'd look at it and find it tasty if they're Murlocs.
It's probably true.
You don't know that?
I do know that, actually. There's quests in WoW about this shit.
My WoW lore is extensive.
So, who do we talk to now?
Who do we deliver this corpse to? I don't think we really want to carry it around with us.
Somebody steps up and says, leave it there. We'll take care of it.
I mentioned this to the Inquisition. We were the ones who obtained the corpse, but, well, we had to part with some valuables to get it. We're interested in seeing if we might be able to get reimbursed. We're nothing too valuable.
Sure. They mentioned that a while ago. We'll see about what we can do. I'll put in the request. If you don't mind, we're going to want to ask you some questions and have you take a seat around the corner. That's all right.
All right. I will be right back. I need to go to the bathroom again.
Okay. You guys are led off to a waiting room where they have you sit down for a bit, and you can hear guards going over to the this abomination and probably dragging the thing through the room and everything. And when you guys get there, somebody comes up to chat with you all, and I imagine Jacob will be back in 2 seconds here, so they'll just turn to the rest of you guys and say, well, if you can, give a detailed story of how you found this thing. We've confirmed it is indeed Garen, but none of his items were found, were they?
Not on the person or corpse, but we cannot confirm about the area he was found in.
We got part of the story from the second team. They said that you managed to get him from some kind of city on the other side.
Yes, there is a city of insectoid creatures, hard to communicate with, but we forged through and made friends with a museum-type building, I would guess. They took interest in curiosities in the world.
So they were keeping him in a museum.
Yes, they said that his corpse, or this mangled abomination, was a gift from an angel.
The guy who's interviewing you just kind of pauses for a second. He looks at you and he says, from an angel?
Reckon maybe you can detail it more.
Oh, something about the Summer Angel. The bugs were not too easy to get information on that, but there was a dragon on the mountainous area that we got a name from. Or, well, just the Summer Angel part, rather. The dragon's rather reasonable, as long as you are courteous and prepare proper gifts.
This is a complicated thing. Well, we'll see what information we can get from the corpse. There's no telling if it's gonna come to anything useful, but we'll try. You've been a great help.
Sir?
Yes.
Is there any chance that maybe Dragon could participate in the interrogation of the corpse?
We keep interrogations in-house. They are a private matter, unfortunately.
Wouldn't he be one of the most valuable source of questions?
Under perhaps another city's rule, maybe. But the Inquisition likes to keep things like this, secret.
Don't mind. If you do interrogate his ghost, I would very much be interested to know in how he died. assuming it's not.
I can request that
much
they
of a
ask that.
bother.
We will likely want to know how he ended up in such a situation. If you want, you can spend some time in the city, and I can have somebody let you know when this is all wrapped up.
That'd be very, very generous of you.
And
I'd be very appreciative.
there was one other thing. The second team mentioned that you had lost a number of supplies in order to retrieve him. I've spoken with the necessary people, and I'm able to pay you back for some of those, at least, depending on what they were.
Well, the libraries here in Soulsland are vast. We parted with a book that our companion BP here was very fond of. We also might have used all of our gold to keep the dragon from killing us. So we're kind of broke.
How much gold was it?
166 gold. Enough
The
to get
book.
by.
Let me see if that figure is within limits. And he turns and leaves the room while you guys are sitting there. And while this happens, I need somebody to roll a luck roll.
Hey. Can we outsource it? The person that's calling you should roll it.
No. What, do I need to roll a luck check for you?
No, who's the next person in line? Is it Andrew? Might be Andrew.
No, Andrew.
But
has
Andrew
to
only
roll
rolls
one.
once.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I have to go help my mom with something, so I might be 10 minutes.
Okay. We can take a 5-minute break after this little roll here.
A 10-minute
A
break.
10-minute break.
Oh, come on!
He comes back and hands you a bag with 100 gold in it, and we go to a 5-10-minute break.
That's fine. Jesse, you get
It's
100
not
gold.
Fine.
Got that, Andrew?
Mhm.
Coolio, coolio. Alright, I have to go to the bathroom.
I too shall seek that out. BRB.
Guess who's back?
Jacob?
Nope. Just I.
Andrew?
Nope.
Elysian?
Nope.
Hmm. Relic?
Wait a moment.
And back.
Oh. That was quick.
Oh, I rushed. My brother is having us babysit his animals.
Oh.
Go unhaul animals and other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Jacob return?
Yep.
Is the
I think we're
log
missing an
working?
Andrew.
Oh, I see.
He's in the depth. What?
Meba.
I'm just singing along.
Please stop.
This shit's my jam, dog.
Jacob, why is there a small frog in the corner of your anime picture?
Ah, there's a story behind this.
It's not that long.
No, it's not that long. Are you familiar with the game Undertale?
Kind of.
There's a little NPC monster thing. It's called a Frogget, and that's what that is. One day we got our friend Matthew to play the game, and we were all watching him stream because back at the time we found it really fun to watch people stream Undertale on their first playthrough. And he comes across one of these Froggets and talks to it, and listens to the dialogue and just says, "This is Jacob."
Oh.
To everything about this. Like, we're muted off listening. And he just said that. I just like made it my picture for like all time. It's just, it has to be there.
I see.
It's a part of who I am.
Is a Frogget indeed like Jacob for people who played Undertale?
I don't remember. There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them. Apparently, just the way this one particular one talked is just, it was just me. And so, no matter what picture I had, I generally put that little thing in the corner.
It's just been two. It's been the Natsuki picture and the chick from
Yeah, but
Soma.
Alice. I think I have a couple others that I used briefly that I had in the corner of, but like this has been like 2 years. Like I remembered, like I changed my picture. What, like 3 months ago when I remembered to put it there.
I'm going through the Frogget's quotes right now. It says, "Ribbit, ribbit, croak, croak, hop, hop, meow, blushes deeply, ribbit, shiver, shiver."
Yeah, that's not Jacob.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, just get rid of that. Crack a
I
beer.
want to say it was the third Frogget in the room with 4 Froggets.
The world may never know. Now, are we good to go here?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Believe.
Hey,
we
Mickey
go.
Eater.
A beautiful 4 was rolled, and 100 gold was given back to you guys. Do you have anything to ask of the Inquisition before going back to the ground floor?
Was the book not recoverable?
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna make my own luck roll. He looks at you and says, "We've checked our records, and there doesn't appear to be a copy of the thing."
Would it be at the library?
No,
Or
we
what?
have access to the library. Your book has
Oh.
never been here. Which is odd, since we have almost every book the world has known.
That is very disappointing.
Sorry.
Maybe we can return one day and offer another interesting trade.
Well, thank you. We will be in town.
Very well. I'll have someone lead you outside. Thank you again. The Inquisition is very grateful for your help in this matter. If any more information comes up from interrogating Garen, and we understand you have an interest in something of your own which was stolen, we'll happily let you know.
That'd be very helpful.
With a nod, he calls for somebody, and an attendant leads you guys through some hallways and a couple of magical doors. Eventually, you find yourselves in the city of Solsland at large. There is a bag of a fresh 100 gold on your person. What do you guys want to do in this magical city?
Well,
Smoke crack.
Did we
Immediately.
want to go find the one boy who wanted to adventure in some ruins? He came back far earlier than I expected.
well, would we want to leave for that adventure right now?
We should probably wait maybe a couple of days. Or I suppose we could always come back and ask.
True.
Again, dead. My journey, aside from finding my pearl, is done. I have nowhere I need to go, so I might as well just enjoy life and adventure again.
You're not going to wait when they're done?
I'm sure I can always come back and find out if the party wants to leave immediately. I would certainly like to know, though.
I think we could wait a few days, because interrogating a corpse shouldn't take too long.
Oh, ghosts are fickle things.
It is going to a cemetery at one point, you know. People are dying to get in there.
I don't know how I feel about that joke, BB.
Please
I'd want my-
kill me.
So, he is at Nosy's Tavern, if you remember, but maybe we
So
just
he
take
hasn't-
the day off, rest up.
Well, he was told we weren't interested, or we weren't going to be back, so we go and find him and rest up at the tavern, you know.
You know.
You know.
Okay. I do
I
wish
believe-
to, in this downtime, visit a mechanic or a simulacrum maker at some point.
Alright. Oh, wait, we lost those, didn't we?
Maybe he could figure out a new chassis. From scratch, though.
Could also write a letter, send it back to your home in Hillcrest, see if you can get him to rewrite down the ingredients. the materials list.
That would take
we
quite a while, and we are unadventuring.
Well, if we send it out now, come back in a few months, might be here.
What is even the next adventure?
To the ruins, I think, where treasure is in store.
The City of Shadows.
We could also go and head down
Shut
to
up,
Inbar. I know you had an interest in your previous life in visiting an Inbar. I don't know if that's changed.
Perhaps there's something in it that I can find useful. Though I doubt it would the same extent as before
Are you-
I joined Rule.
You looking for anything? Jesus.
He's looking for Jesus.
Not that you need worry yourself about, boy. But
Well, we do have downtime and we could help you, but seems as though
I think our next great adventure is to make money and get BP all nice and fixed up.
exploring those ruins do sound fun. Although there is not a giant beast to slay. That is what I wish.
Furthermore, you've only got another 3 seasons.
Time is running short quickly. But shall we head to Nosey's Tavern for now?
I suppose so.
Okay. You guys wander off to Nosey's Tavern. Excuse me. It's God damn it. It's a location that you guys have gotten a little address for, given that Basim told you where to find him. And when you guys get over there, you can hear that there are clearly some people inside who are having food and drink. I should also mention that the time that you guys had entered and the time that you guys have come out does not appear to have been the same. It must be evening of the day that you guys came back. And so the tavern is busy with people who are getting evening drinks and whatnot. And when you guys step inside, you can see that at one of the tables, Basim is there.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm talking to my mom real quick.
Sure. Tell her we say hi.
I bet she has better luck rolls.
Oh my god, probably. Can you get your mom to do a luck roll, please?
I could do one.
I'm
There doesn't need to be a luck roll, but can you get your mom to do one?
currently trying to find a D20 on my desk, actually. Yes, she's agreed.
No, roll it in the game. In tabletop.
You have to get her to
No.
reach forward.
Oh
and-
God.
Okay, come here. Around.
Yes!
Come
Yes!
around.
Woo!
I need you to take this giant green clown die. And I need you to just click on it, and then you just roll it. You just let go mid-leg swing.
You think that I can...
I believe in you.
Do it!
She doesn't believe in herself.
And you just let go like mid-drag.
It's a good try, it's a good try.
Close. Come on. Oh, that's off the table. So close. Here, let me get
I
this
know,
out
you
of the
like-
way.
So when you're dragging it across, you let go like midway, like you're throwing something. Close,
Oh.
better. It's kind of a roll.
Almost a
You have bad
roll,
luck.
almost a roll.
Tell her just
Uh,
hover over it and press R on your keyboard.
Here, just hold.
Nah, don't do that.
Okay, just press R on my keyboard. Just press R on my keyboard. Yeah, just press R. There you go. Let's see how good your luck is.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
That's a 3.
Cursed by Jacob's mom.
Roll for 20, and you roll a 3.
It runs in the family.
Well, you know.
Alright, here's your card.
I don't have any stake in this shit.
10 points to Jacob's mom. Round of applause. Well done, well done. Whew. Thanks for the contribution, Andrew.
Uh-huh.
A virtual zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And same, the usual.
Yeah, the usual.
Leave the
What
hot
is the
pockets
usual?
by the door. No, I can't pause this.
Do you want burgers or hot dogs?
But hot dogs.
Mom, go away. Hot dogs.
Do they know that story?
Yeah. Yeah. We told them a while back.
That's a great story.
Okay.
Okay. This does not reflect my luck. I just want that to be known. My luck is just the shit.
So what do you guys want to do when you step into the tavern here?
We walk up to
Around.
this.
Do we see the one kid?
Yeah, he's there, and you guys step over to his table, and Bassam looks up at you guys, and he looks surprised, but he looks to also be in good spirits. You also get the sense that he may have had a beer or two before you showed up. And he says, "Oh my god, I didn't think you guys would... That's fucking awesome."
How long has it been we last talked, Basson?
I don't know, it was a few days ago, right? I said I'd wait around, but I was getting worried, you know, I was gonna head out soon. Are you guys ready to go and hit up the City of Shadows? We're gonna be
What's
so
the date?
rich.
Oh my god. Guys,
It's only been like 2 days.
table talk. Time out. Table talk. Are we actually gonna do this shit?
I mean,
mean,
that was the idea. Why?
Why not?
Okay.
Well, like if you have reservations against it, they gotta say things.
Bro, I'm just like, from an Illusion campaign perspective, the City of Shadows.
it's gonna be
sounds
so
like a
fun.
TPK.
It's gonna be so fun.
And you called into an abyss in complete darkness at something that said, "Come here," and
Yes.
you swam right into it.
Yes.
You also signed up for a death arena pit, fully knowing that death was probably gonna happen.
Yes. I just want to make sure that you all know.
Because he's playing with his own life there, but you're playing with all your lives now.
We've all played our
My
stakes,
chip is
you
in.
know?
My chip is in for the get
With my
rich or
characters-
die.
My character quest is like half complete. Like I've reached acceptable levels of completeness, and I put my chip in.
He tells you it's the 30th, and you guys had
What the
pulled into
fuck?
town at like the 29th or something, so it's like you missed a day, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So did we skip?
It doesn't
No.
appear so.
This is not right.
We can leave soon, but
We'll get in like real close.
you know, we haven't done the thing yet.
The thing? Oh yeah.
You know, like the woo thing.
Yeah, you guys were saying... So you think that's gonna happen soon?
I wager it'll happen if we spend the night tonight. It just feels like it.
Well... I mean, I can wait a few days.
Could be several weeks.
Oh.
How about you wait at most a week? Does that sound good for us?
I could do
A
that.
10-day, maybe.
This is where the other
Well,
people in the other
table
parties.
talk. If we missed a week of session,
Oh right, we're
Oh fuck!
but we wouldn't know that.
We wouldn't know that.
We wouldn't know that in character.
obviously we wouldn't know that in character. I'm asking as like a player though, like how does that work?
Well, if
It-
you miss a
we-
session, then your next jump's probably gonna be bigger.
We have to line up with the
Okay.
other sessions. So
All right, yeah, better tell this kid that he's got a couple of 10 days to chill.
How many 10 days are you willing to spend in town?
Maybe 2? I can wait for a while. I've still got some cash. And he holds up like a pouch. You can hear a bunch of coins in it.
Is there like what, like 20 in there? 20 gold?
It seems like it, but you can't actually see. Maybe they're platinum. Who knows? But yeah, he has a bag that looks like it's got like 20 coins in it.
it's only got 20 copper in it.
Should I steal?
Should I steal it? We could kill him right here.
Dude, we make more gold here than we would in the ruins, because if we go to the ruins, we're gonna die.
Oh.
Okay. If you're willing to wait for us, because we do want to get in on this.
I'll give him like 5 gold out of my 6 gold on person.
Oh, what's that for? Dude, I can't take that.
You might be waiting for a while.
Oh, just kidding. He's poor as fuck.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, this will probably get me like another 10 days or something.
God, what the fuck is he buying? Jesus Christ, 2 gold is like enough for a...
You can ask him.
I mean, he's
You said he was drunk,
he's
right?
whoring.
Yeah, he
He's
just
sleeping.
got paid out from mercenary work. He's probably fucking cracking hookers every evening, you know?
Oh, so did you buy the the big potion?
To buy the big potion.
There's
You
no
know.
high hell potion.
What you've been saving up for so long?
Well, I thought about it, but then... So I didn't want to buy it on the first day, right? And then... Well, I had an evening of drinking with the guys, and then the next day we went out drinking again. And
then-
he, like, kind of trails off and, like, looks to the other side of the table.
Oh god. I drank water and tried to immediately do the voice.
Mistakes were made.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, but those were some good days. I mean, look, with all of you guys there, I probably won't even need the potion, right?
Yeah, with how strong we are.
He nods. Hey, you guys
Okay.
want a beer?
I can.
Right, yeah, you don't... Well, do you guys want anything?
I'll take a beer.
He calls over the barmaid and throws a few copper her way.
Does that look like he took 3 copper out of his coin pouch that only had 20 coins in it?
Yes.
Oh.
Drinking, whoring.
This guy's been doing blow every day.
Every hour.
This guy is drunk, right?
It looks like he's had a couple beers. He's riding the line between a comfortable
Technical
buzz
term
and...
is inebriated.
Yeah. So you guys sit down, and Draken, you have a beer with him, and you toss him a little bit of gold to hopefully extend his stay in town. Are you guys doing anything else for the evening? There does appear to be a little bit of activity going on in the tavern. There is one table which seems to be doing a very large amount of gambling. And there is also another table where there seems to be like a set of farmers or maybe some people from the rural side who are having some meals and some laughs about things.
What kind of coin is being thrown over at the gambling side?
You see a lot of gold here and there.
Can I observe?
Sure. The table seems to be wrapped up in a game of cards, and the total number of players comes to about 8. Though there's clearly some people who are abstaining from the game or just standing by watching and whatnot. The rounds seem to go by every few minutes and conclude, and somebody walks away, usually with the pot from the whole group. And the rules of the game, from your first look, are foreign to you. You haven't played this before, but
Absolutely no idea.
yeah. But if you wanted to, you could make a roll to try and understand what it is that they're doing.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, make an intelligence roll.
This is
Can I
his first
also
step.
partake in that?
Sure, yeah.
This
It
is
takes-
DC's first step into becoming a slot machine.
A 10 will be enough to be able to play.
14.
Nice. Okay.
16.
All right.
Oh, 15.
15. Okay. So you're able to understand the rules, BP, and you think that you'd actually be able to play. It's not a terribly complex game. As for you, standing nearby, Jesus, you also get the rules, but you also pick up a little bit on some of the ways that the victors manage to sweep the table over in their favor. And you think that you have a decent handle on the game as well.
I'll go to the Mr. Moneybags of our group and ask for some coin.
Sure.
Is that me?
Coin. I hold out a massive hand to you.
How much do you want?
I don't know. Give me 10.
Maybe I should play? Unless you really want to, I guess.
Give me 10.
I'll give you 10, but I'm gonna play too.
Okay.
Dude, are we all going in on this?
Sure. Do you guys all want to play?
All right, everyone's playing. So
what's-
tracking 40 gold pieces.
What's buy-in looking?
Okay.
What's the buy-in looking like?
Let's see here. I'm gonna make a roll.
I'm gonna
Are we-
assume I know
40
this game.
gold.
I'm seeing if these guys are playing high stakes or low stakes. Okay, so that's average. The buy-in for a game is 5 gold from every participant.
Shit.
Subtracting 40 gold pieces from my pouch. I'm giving you all
Wait.
10 gold.
We need to verify. Do Andrew and I
Okay.
know the game?
I would say that both BP and Jesus could
30 gold.
explain it to you.
Okay.
I definitely don't have the intelligence or the charisma required to explain it to you.
I feel like this game is being played in Soulsland, therefore I would have an idea of what it is, just because I grew up here. But
Wait,
that
so we
might not be the
each
case.
gave each of us 10 coins.
That's where you'd be wrong,
Yes.
kiddo.
I
'Cause
gave
you're
you all
old
10
as
gold.
shit.
Never seen.
So do you guys all pay 5 of that to get your first game in?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Okay. Given
Yeah.
that nobody
What-
has proficiency in cards or anything, I'm gonna need straight luck rolls from all 4 of you, please.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Can I give Jesus a 6?
You little shit.
Nope.
Oh.
I got a 9.
Post your
Yeah,
numbers,
eight.
please. 9, 8, 10. There it is.
Motherfucker.
On the first round here, somebody calls, it's beginner's luck. And Jesus, you put down the cards there, and there's that moment where everyone's comparing what they've got, and you realize that you've managed to sneak past with a couple extra points and take the pot. The total amount that you pull away from with is... Let's see here. Oh, jeez. You win the
11 times
entirety of
5.
the group's gold that was put in, so you get 20 from all of them, and then from the rest of the people playing, you get an additional 15.
What?
So,
What? What?
This went
11
from
times
8 people?
5?
This
yeah,
went from
a bunch
8
of people
playing?
sat out for this round.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 plus 15?
So you lost 5 to play, and then came back with 75. Or no, sorry,
35.
35.
35.
Nice.
The
And I get
wealth
up and
distribution.
It's basically all of our gold anyways, so it's like, who cares?
We're kind of like running this game.
It's kind of like really dumb what we're doing.
Well, we're
Yeah.
making money. I'm in another round.
Are you guys
I'm
playing
in
another?
round?
Yeah.
Okay, subtract the 5 gold there, and then everybody make a luck roll, please.
I want to give the random person who said beginner's luck a 6.
Okay,
He just gets a 6.
he has a 6 now.
Don't touch me. I hate everything.
Don't touch me.
Isaac, are you
I'm
playing?
good.
No, I walked away.
Oh.
Okay. The winner of this round is you there, Draken. And you take away 15 plus another... Your total pot is 60 gold that you won.
Oh my god!
Make my money back. Right, I'm out.
It's technically all one person.
He has no money.
As the Draken gets up to leave the table, one of the people at the table turns over to you, BP, and you see that people are also kind of giving you the stink eye as well, Jesse. And one of them says, "You better not be like your friends, just come to play around and leave."
I played 2 rounds.
Fucking good for nothing.
I have no money.
I walk over and give BP 5 gold.
He looks over at you, Jesse, as BP gets up. They all look like they're kind of aghast as he does so.
Wait, how much money do you give me?
I'll give you 5 gold if you want to play again.
And I get 10.
Before we all die, because all these people hate us, we should probably stop.
How much gold do you hand me?
I hand you 10 gold.
Alright, I have 10 gold.
I'm ready to play.
We're dead. Forget the dragon.
We're gonna get shanked in a bar.
Alright, you guys, if you're so upset with me leaving, this boy right here just took some of my money, so he's playing for me.
Alright. Deal him in. Jesse and
this is-
BP, roll, please.
Motherfucker!
You guys lose this round.
Alright.
Again, somebody calls from across the table.
One more round. One more round.
I'm... Oh, don't touch me! Oh, do touch me! Hell yeah!
Okay.
Clown dice scam is real.
Hell yeah!
You win 30 gold, BP. And when you do, somebody goes, cheater!
How can I cheat? What?
I don't trust this son of a bitch. And he
I have
stands
no
up and points
clue.
at you and he says, I bet he's got all sorts of cards in that fucking tin can of his.
I
I
will
open
come
it.
up and just stand behind this person.
He kind of like slowly looks behind him. I'd like you to make an intimidation roll, please. And roll with advantage.
That may not help me at all.
Since you're like twice the man that this guy is.
I think it'll help.
Alright, time to check that persuasion.
Intimidation.
Oh, I have a intimidation?
Yeah.
Intimidation.
Oh, rip. It's a 9.
Okay.
How are you not intimidating?
He,
I don't have any charisma. I'm just naturally intimidating.
the old man here doesn't seem to really care. He goes, "What, you're gonna rough me up? Your friend's the one who's cheating at this table here. I'll have the guard on you so fast."
I
have no sleeve.
and I open up my chest, and there's an antler, a bear tooth, and an ink pot.
They all kind of look in, like, what the fuck? Like, everybody at the table is just, like, staring in there. And then one of them turns back and goes,
spells.
"You know there, Joe, I don't see any cards in this here thing." He, like, reaches in and moves the antler around. He goes, "Yeah, fuck all y'all," and just turns and leaves the table.
I think that guy sucks at cards.
A bunch of people at the table all start laughing. And one of them turns to you and goes, "Hey, you want to play another one?"
One more round.
Yeah, I'll do one more.
How'd you get addicted to gambling 101?
Dude, it's
Is anybody else coming in here from the group?
No, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
All
dude,
right.
I'll sit down and play one more.
Alright, yeah, you just take the guy's seat. The number to beat is 19.
Oh, don't touch me.
Oh!
Nope,
It's
17.
really neck and neck. You think that you've got it there, and somebody walks away a single point managing to beat you there, Jesus. And you guys each lose that 5 gold there.
I look at Jesus.
More?
Yeah.
One more.
One more.
Okay. Everybody
What's the
cheers,
dog
and
on
somebody
this one?
actually buys both of you a beer. Not that BP can really get in on it.
Oh,
Vegetable.
19 is again the number to beat. Oh,
Well,
you
we
guys
all
all
lose.
lose.
one more.
One more?
Oh
One
my
more?
god, guys!
How much? Wait, okay, before we continue, what are you guys at for gold?
I have 22.
I
Okay.
have
I have
3.
45.
And then Jesse, what
How
do you
much-
have?
I'm at 60, but I'm not playing.
So if you add all your stuff up, you guys are ahead.
Yeah,
And
there's
one
still-
more, says the guy.
How much do you have, Baller? How much do you have?
I have 30.
Oh my god, we're so up! One
Okay.
more!
Jacob! Oh, okay.
Hey,
That's
Jesse,
funny.
come in!
Oh my Jesse!
With a landslide victory, you guys are actually all ahead, and the other farmers and merchants and whatnot at the table have barely a few points, and then you guys all have like about 10 each, and Jesse's just like fucking 20 points, bitch! It just takes the whole pot. And let's see how much you walk away with here.
5 gold.
You guys all went in there, right? So you
Yeah.
just won 45 back.
I was probably
Wait, how many other people are playing?
There were 5 people that round.
Oh. It's probably not worth it to continue anymore with 4 of us going in.
You guys, like, your group in total makes up roughly half of the gambling crowd, give or take what the hand is like. So in between hands, people come and go, so sometimes there's quite a few, other times not so many.
BP's gonna get up, and like, how much is the gambling crowd? Like, all of us watching is like, how many?
Yeah, there's probably about another 5 players who kind of come and go, with a few others on the sidelines that sometimes pitch in. You have a crowd of a few others, maybe like a half dozen who just seem to be watching, and the rest of the bar seems to have another like 12 people who are kind of seated down doing other stuff.
BP will get up. He'll like talk to all of the crowd.
One last hand. One last hand. Winner take all.
What have you done?
The farmers from the other table look over. You know, they're just having a good meal and some drinks, and they stare at you. And one of them says, "What are you going on about?"
One last hand. Decide the best card player.
Make a persuasion roll.
I've walked out of the tavern.
What is this all you speak of?
Oh,
16?
they look at each other, and a few of them are like, "Yeah, I could play a match." Yeah. And you see that a few of them come over to the table, and I'd like somebody to roll a raw luck roll.
Oh, Jacob. No,
Average.
Okay, average. All right.
Above, a little above average.
There are currently 15 people ready to play this hand.
Oh boy! I'm
Ooh.
playing.
Okay?
I mean, we should all play.
yeah, I'm playing.
Okay. You guys
My
roll
record-
and then post what your numbers are. I'll tell you what the number to beat is.
Are you in the tavern or out of the tavern,
I've
Dragon?
walked back into the tavern.
Magically come back in.
Hey,
Oh,
Uchi,
you
what you gonna do,
motherfucker!
boy? We're
You
dying!
Oh, is it going off? Oh. Let's go, Jacob! Let's go, motherfucker!
Oh
Hey,
no!
Uchi.
Let's go, motherfucker!
And this is where Lucian tells us they got a 20.
The highest was a 17, so it's actually a tiebreaker between you two to see who walks away with it.
Let's go, old man.
Hey, get the fuck over here.
Roll again.
Wouldn't they just
Ain't
split the
never
pot?
seen this kind of card play, you robot.
No, the rules of the game mean they have to roll again.
The clown dice, NDN.
Get smoked.
Everybody
It
just...
was gonna be one higher. It was gonna be so perfect, and then it rolled to a fucking 3.
Some people are pissed that they lost, you know, they throw their cards at the table, get up and leave. Others are cheering, and, you know, a beer gets knocked over, soaking a bunch of the other cards, and, well, when the money gets pushed over, it is 75 plus, so 95 gold that you just got.
Hell yeah!
I like
And,
how we like tripled our money.
A bunch of the veteran gamblers who are here are like, ah, fuck, that's it for me. And a few others are like, ah, that was good stuff. And there's like probably about half of them that get up and leave the tavern, but the others stay and continue to like eat and drink with you guys.
I
like-
we learned a valuable lesson today.
Yeah,
In
we
which
could
you have
cheese
all 4 party members compete in gambling, you're bound to walk away with something.
Well, depending on the construct of the game.
yeah. I'll give my
Right, yeah.
like.
I mean, if anybody at that table had been cheating, we would have been fucked.
I'm gonna give all
There's
the
also
beers
that.
that were like tossed to me to this.
To Jesus?
Yeah, he can have all the beers that go
Yeah,
my way.
He can probably handle them too, given his size.
Jesus
So-
doesn't even drink beer anymore.
It's true.
He goes around and he passes them out to all the biddies.
Okay, sounds good.
What happened to Jesus turning water into wine? How do you not drink?
There's been some
'Cause I
changes.
don't.
It's a revisionist.
All right. Give me all your gold. Time to turn in your urns.
Yeah, everybody turn in your
Fuck
money.
off, little man.
I kind of raise an eyebrow at you and say, all right, you'll just, have it stolen. Don't look at me.
See,
I
this is
steal it.
where Andrew
Not
has
if I
learned how to be a
spend it
proper
first.
thief. Andrew's just like become a
Steals our
banker.
money.
They'll never
We've
see
had
it coming.
reports in the reports in the city of a rogue thief
No, man, I
who goes
fucking,
around
like-
collecting gamblers debts and whatnot. They're calling him Mr. Monopoly. All we know is that he wears a manacle.
A manacle.
A monocle. My mind's in like 4 different places right now.
Oh.
Oh god.
Andrew, add my 112 gold.
Tossing my 30 there.
Aleutian,
maths,
it's
quick
time.
maths.
I'd like to find the whorehouse.
You have money.
A man
What's-
of the forest, a druid, also loves to fuck women.
It's nature.
I like to get natural, baby.
Okay. So you go wandering out into the night in search of a whorehouse here in Soulsland. What are the other 3 doing?
I'm organizing our coin bag so we don't have it stolen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jesse
I'm gonna
did
put the
warn
gold
me. I'm
coins
gonna
in this compartment. I'm gonna put the silver coins in this
The-
compartment. I'm gonna make sure this vintage of gold coin goes over here because this is my favorite.
I'm gonna make sure that my gold pouch is like curled up in my hand instead of like on my belt or something.
Okay.
He like sticks it in his fucking pants to make his bullets look bigger.
Just like
It doesn't. I don't need that. I'm a Goliath.
money will never get stolen from me. As soon as he leaves the tavern, he's like holding it like a child. Oh god.
Okay.
I mean, if the way that you hold a child is by crushing its throat, then yes.
You don't?
You do? I'm calling the police.
Uchi is a child though.
As for you guys back at the bar, are you gonna turn in for the night there?
I
Yes.
actually have
Okay.
a thing I want my character to do, but I kind of want it just to be fast forwarded.
That's fair.
I want to go like meet up and just talk with various people who I knew in Soulsland, just like say
Okay.
I'm in town, say hi,
Sure.
pass like those greetings, but otherwise not really actually do it.
Okay. You guys turn in for the evening, and as for you, headed off to the whorehouse there. How much are you willing to spend?
All of it.
How much do you have?
20 gold.
20 gold? Okay. You spend a long evening with 2 girls from a local whorehouse here.
That's
And
it, dude? Those are some expensive girls.
They were, but you opted for quality instead of, unless you just want a room full of trash. That's your option.
Nah, I'll
Okay,
take
alright.
quality.
Go back to the grove.
Yes, could you give me a 20-minute in-depth explanation of what they do?
So there's a feather duster on your asshole at one point, and then there's rubber gloves.
Fuck! I didn't even chew the
I'm
food I was
into
eating. I
it.
just
I'm into
swallowed it.
Uchi's like, back out, back out. So then they did.
That kind of jam.
So she takes this rubber chicken, right? And
Mhm, I'm listening.
anyway, you guys have a long evening there, and the next day you wake up feeling good and satisfied there. You head back to the tavern, and the rest of you go there, and you all culminate at one of the tables, which is in the main entrance room here, which is quite empty given that it's early in the morning. It's just a couple of people around. You notice that Basim is not there, and you find out that you indeed did time skip. You time skipped all the way to the 72nd of summer. And with that,
Isn't it just the 30th?
with that, we end the session.
Oh, God.
Holy fuck!
Dude, he's gone, bruh.
And you don't even know we're gonna come back next session and do another 20 days.
So, as far as stuff that happened, though, I mean, you guys traveled to another plane, spoke with the dragon, partially completed Jacob's character quest, made a ton of gold, made it back, helped the Inquisition, lots of stuff happened. So, to the players, I think you did great. Well done. To the audience, it's always good to have you. Patrons, couldn't do without you. We'll see you next time. There is a week off coming up, though, so don't tune in then. But the one after, we'll see you there. Adios.
He is a week off. Fuck.
Boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Easy.
Well, I mean, that's kind of fine. I didn't expect him to help out that much, so we could just go there ourselves.
It's just you just find a dead Basim there.
Ooh, a free health potion.
That's a free one. Also, I have some other news. You guys are all level 4.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Level 3 wizard, I get my level 2 spells now. Sick.
Congratulations, you've earned it.
Oh boy.
Alright, who's rolling for health?
Huh?
Oh yeah,
roll
if you guys want to roll for health. Wait, you don't get to roll small dice. So if you're gonna roll for health, show which die you're gonna roll.
Give me the biggest one, baby.
A wizard's a D8, right?
Y'all are actually rolling for health? Fuck.
I always roll health.
I
Pretty sure
used to
wizards
always
do,
roll
right?
health. Now I just
What's the
take
biggest
what I get.
possible dice?
No, wait, a wizard's a D6.
Alright, here we go.
Ooh, ability score improvement.
Oh! Big dice! 9 out of 10. Nice.
I need a supersize. I got the wrong die. It needs to be a D6.
I'm up to 38 health. Let's go, baby.
That is a tanky ranger. Alright, let's see what Jacob
He
gets
is a
here.
trash can. Alright.
+2.
Karma
Holy
dictates
fuck.
after doing what I did last time, I should get a 1 here. What the fuck? That wasn't even a roll.
You gotta throw it further.
Yeah. You want me to throw that for?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
gets
doesn't
called a
move.
table.
Okay, I have to make it smaller. This is...
No. I got it. I just have to roll.
Roll it. Roll it down this. No, roll it down the map.
It doesn't fucking.
Here, hold on. I'll just a minor adjustment. There you go. Try that out.
See, I've gotten a 3 and a 4 now. Now I'm going to get the 1.
Yep.
I feel like I should roll and get a
Was
one.
that even a roll?
I'm taking that one. Fuck off.
No, that's not true. Here we go.
This is your.
Here we go. This is the roll. That's a roll.
Now. And we're back to where we started.
Okay, you get a 3.
I don't even get to roll my die.
Is this a D10 illusion?
Yes, it is.
Is this a larger D10?
That is a D10.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Come on, big money. No whammies. No whammies.
Okay, it could have been worse. It could have been
It was
worse.
a whammy. It was a whammy.
Are you
Was that
rolling
one
there,
below
Andrew?
average?
Oh yeah, give me a
Yeah, that's
dice
one
to roll.
less than if I just taken it.
What
What?
is
Rogue is a
Are you
D8? Question mark?
You want to roll this?
Yeah, roll this
Sure.
giant D8. Here we go.
I
Incoming
like
one.
the big dice. Oh, that was. Oh.
Okay, well,
It's a disaster.
I'm still above average.
It did its best.
Like pretty squishy.
Can you make this even larger? Like, how big can you make this?
I don't think there's a limit, my friend.
I'm trying to figure out if I should get a feeder.
Yes. Grow my child.
That's the max.
Looks so stupid.
Alright, I'm killing the stream. Peace out, stream.